J Squad.
We gotta find now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find
Yo, how's everyone doing today? I've been gone. I have been gone. Busy weekend. It'll probably happen again with the holidays happening. My daughter was in a like community nutcracker show, so that took up a lot of time getting that ready. But we're back. Didn't have really anything put together. There's a couple things that have happened. I just haven't had the chance to really look deep into them today. Uh, but we'll see what we can come up with. We're gonna play a little Ark and just chat and figure it all out. Um, I do want to talk about the Peanut, the P tuber who the V tubers all seem to hate, and him winning the award. Actually, I could probably pull up that video of him winning because I think that would be good. Let me see here. We're gonna move this over here. It's over there. Let me get myself up. I got myself the new bigger stream deck so I can actually see everything and push the buttons. So hopefully I'll be better on par with keeping up with some of that stuff. The YouTubes. Let's see here. Uh, Peanut wins streamer award. Boom. So we got a 12-minute little movie or show we can watch. Let me get all of this up and settled. Get this closed down. Get this. I made the biggest mistake of my life by asking Twitter for a person to rig and do a 3D model. uh, is just kind of funny. I've already they tried to scam me once. I double checked it with Grizzle because something sounded off. It sounded like a scam to me. And, he kind of confirmed it looks like a bot account, this and that. I used to work in a banking institution for several years. And the department I worked in was in digital services, and a lot of the things we saw were scams. Like, people get scammed all the time, even into the point that they would give people their bank account information, and we would have to like lock down their accounts or their password to their banking information. We'd have to lock down their accounts and stuff like that. So it's not like I haven't seen it before. It's just in a different medium that I'm not used to. Off to a good start. That's right, Kamoji. We are off to a good start. Let's get on gaming. I don't even have the game open, man. I am so off today. Boop, 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 boop. But I guess I'm going to break down. I'm going to look at a little VTuber P model to use. Only of the Wiggler. I'm not going like full out my PFP. I just think the Wiggler would look pretty cool in why is that coming up? In a state where I can talk more and it looks a little bit more like I'm talking than just wiggling on the screen. I guess I'm a gift tuber. What I would like to find is this one may be it. I don't know. One day ago, VTubers respond to the huge burnt peanut drama. It should have been me. We might watch some of these, see if we can find some, but we'll at least watch what his original exploit to, because the VTubers are not happy. They do not like the burnt peanut. Even Grizzle, I saw on X, and I was talking with him, didn't really care for the guy. And I get why. He's abrasive. He's like old school edgy, when it was actually funny at times, right? Versus like what we see now where people will just say a slur. So I am guilty of watching some of his clips. I don't watch his channel per se, but I can't really watch a gaming channel like that. It's just not in my makeup anymore. Not something that I can do regularly, right? I'll listen to some people. Like, I've watched a few times with Ark. I've watched a couple of different streamers at one point or another when I'm interested in a game. I just couldn't. Did it not open? Is it doing this thing again? It's okay, Grandpa. Listen, Kamoshi, I may have made you a mod. I miss the old days, the old edgy, not these uncreative fucks that just come on here and say a slur for no reason, no joke behind it, nothing like that. Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Arc Raiders has this glitch, and it's been happening forever, where sometimes it opens up like an invisible version of it, and I can't open it up. And the only way is to restart my computer. It won't even let me delete it in... Jesus. Let me try this. It won't let me delete it in Task Manager. We'll see what we can do. We'll see. Yeah, it's open 3 iterations and task and task and task. If that's the case, we might not be. It opens up like right now I'm showing background processes 2 versions of Arc Raiders. I was able to delete one of the 3. The other 2 won't go away. Let's see if it'll open up. Can't you? No, it'll show closed through Steam. It shows like after it crashes, it goes right back to a green play button. It doesn't even show that the game is running. It's outstandingly weird. I do not understand it. So I'm gonna bring up a video first. Let's do this because I can fiddle around with this while we watch this burnt peanut video. 12 minutes. The Burnt Peanut wins VTuber of the Year award and Viral Clips of the Week. Come here, you. Nope, I don't want to show you that. I believe this is what I want to show you. Yeah, maximum simulations game instances reached. That's what I'm getting. All right. Boom. At least go to reading. It's so nice having these. I don't have one for that one. I forgot to create one for window capture. I could do that later. Let's watch this while I try and figure out this error.
The Streamer Award goes to the Burnt Peanut.
Let's go! VTuber, by the way! Hooray!
It's such a situation. It really is such a situation. Like this. I've seen a couple of these people who do the like fruit or different simulations. There was a VTuber who did something similar where they had like a fruit body because of 2 things. All right, let's hear it. His clips are genuinely funny though. At least I think they are. He's popular with the weirdos who found out that he said the F word once and then like pissing off the entire VTuber world. I just think VTubers need to be humble. I agree. So the whole thing with like pissing off the VTuber world is that he did the same thing with like the Escape from Tarkov community, right? And it wasn't anything that I've ever seen that he did. It's just that he said that they hated him, right? And even I guess Gingy, who is who is a big Tarkov person in the Tarkov community, she started playing with him, and people like she tells a story of how people just like stopped being friends with her after that. So I almost feel like it's the same thing with the VTuber community. Like, I don't know what he's done outside of saying that he hates VTubers, right? Like, has he attacked any VTubers? Has he done anything specific? Well, I mean, when it comes to the streamer awards and shit like that, that shit's all fucked anyway. It's been shown over and over again that it's generally stacked in certain people's favors for certain people's things. Like, think about like Frogan winning up and coming streamer twice in a row when she hardly ever had a count to begin with. But I have no idea the context. His fan base was accused over that one YouTuber who had cancer being attacked. I don't know which one has cancered. Iron Mouse is extremely sick. I know that. But she talks positively. She has a positive message of him winning the award, right? And it comes from her message where she won like streamer award, like best streamer, not even the best. I don't think the best VTuber existed, and everyone gave her hate, right? Because she was like one of the first big name VTubers that was out there. So
Let's go! Hello, everyone. I am honored to accept this Best VTuber of the Year award. Even though I'm a PTuber, that's okay. Little miscommunication there, Peanut Tuber. But I am still very honored. It is a great honor to accept this Best VTuber of the Year award. Big shout out to Cutie Cinderella again for putting on this immaculate award ceremony, as well as a shout out to the
that's a negative in itself. Why is he talking like Trumpish but faster? I mean, I'm sure it's a bit of some kind. I was watching a clip the other day where I guess he said something on stream and he was like, oh, they're all going to think I'm a Trump supporter now. And it was starting to happen in chat, but he didn't give any political takes, right? Fact he's a peanut has to be a bit. Oh, absolutely. So the guy has been playing FPSs and Tarkov and stuff like that for like 14 years as just a regular dude playing with face cam and everything. His face is out there. It wasn't until this last year, I think he took on the moniker of the burnt or peanut. He was already called the burnt peanut.
Always the best they can be.
But
and obviously the largest shout out to the Bugulators.
But it changed.
You guys are the best. Thank you for
if I was the burnt peanut, I would gloat to the entire VTuber community, forever telling them their anime BS was beaten by a peanut. That's pretty based, Red Stain. I get it. Legit wild. I never heard of this until then, till now. I mean, he's been up and coming over the last year. I've slowly seen more and more clips. Arc Raiders is where I really think he hit mainstream, and then his Tarkov stuff. Tarkov is where he was growing, pretty much is what it comes down to, and he was gaining more and more followers, getting more and more followers. He went on a few shooter streams talking with people, and then Arc Raiders kind of shot him into the stratosphere. It's probably going to solidify the career for him. Chat is he an industry plant? Or he's a Trump plant? Is that what we're saying? That could be possible, maybe. Kirsch on suicide. Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So much for her. I wonder what she had to say about it. We'll watch a few of these clips because, like I said, I think he's genuinely funny a lot of times.
oh my God!
First shot.
Oh,
Stupid
that only
bitch.
took you 20 shots.
We gotta
I was tenderizing the meat.
Tenderizing the meat.
leave the raid so we can go get some more mags.
I actually have to pack a mag, and that was SSAAP, by the way.
Oh yeah. 10K scab kill.
Nade.
Probably about 50,000. What are you talking about? There's no grenade.
That's probably true. Tarkov probably is a very toxic community. I mean, in Tarkov there is no playing friendly, right? It's just you either win or you don't. That's it. All right, let's see. Let's try this one more time. Otherwise, we may have to go to the old faithful, either Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld. Come on, open bitch, open bitch. Yeah, I hope your game's not messed up. I can fix it. I can fix it. It just requires a restart, and I can't do that and keep my stream going. You know what I mean? So that's where it'll go. War should fit in right with these guys. Yeah, I actually think the burnt peanut is right around my age. So yeah, I probably would. And he's so based because he actually hates COD. So I can't go wrong with that. I can't turn that down. He slips and says slurs. He runs around making fun of people. He has good clips. You can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it. It looks like it actually might be opening. Nope, it didn't. It did the same thing. Oh. Anyway, let's keep watching.
What? Yes, there was right.
Oh my God! Oh!
I shot him in the
They can just survive by unlimited headshots, like you do.
Who's healing?
Shut up! Oh my! Come on, man. Come on, man.
Bro, I'm gonna lose.
You're gonna piss
The
her off.
permapog, yeah.
That's right. Hold up. I can't just leave this here untouched. The opportunity was too great. Here. He's literally right here. I vote. Wait, what do you vote?
Gigi, what do you vote?
We gotta ask our friend that you killed.
You can do whatever. I don't care.
Okay,
No, you gotta vote.
she's neutral.
I'm not voting.
I vote
Why?
no kill. What do you vote?
Are you a nice guy? Yeah. Have you ever had
Liar!
this feel?
I mean, like I said, to me, this isn't bad. Like, some of these aren't the best clips I've seen of him, but this is what he does. It's just kind of his thing. Let's get this over here so I don't keep opening it. Pog has been ruined for me by poggers. Yeah, I suppose. Let's see here. Pog champing. Let me try this one more time. Control delete. Otherwise, I'm going to something else. What the hell is all this? That's not what I... No! They tried to sign out on me. Delete. Not whatever you did there. There we go. Jesus Christ. I truly don't understand. It will not end these tasks. I have 6 loaded right now. And the internet is not helpful as usual. Da da da. Am I still alive? It tried to shut shit down on me. Am I still alive? Let me pull up my damn stream. It may have just booted it. No, it's still here. Also down to hang. I'll be away from my computer for a week. Oh yeah, come on in, Grizzle. Come on in. I'll jump in. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Hello, hello, hello. If you got any videos too, or if anyone got any videos, like I said, I was pretty lazy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sounds like a lazy day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
kinda
can
was.
hear you.
Good.
I have my tablet though, so I could still join Discord on there for like the if you want to do the watch party for Game Awards.
Okay, yeah. I'm still planning that. Anyone watching or will be watching in the future, the 11th, I am gonna do a watch party stream. just we have to watch the Game Awards. I want to see what this thing is.
Oh no,
that
that thing.
Yeah, everyone knows what
Yeah.
the thing is, and dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be ass. I just have that feeling it's going to be ass.
At least it's not Lords of the Fallen.
I know. Who thought that it was going to be Lords of the Fallen? Like,
Well, you saw what he did, right?
what did he do?
He fucking made a vague post with the same wording convention, like an asshole.
Oh no. And that's how they thought. Oh goodness.
Yeah, so everyone got that in their brain, and it kind of works. I mean, it's just gothic. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it could
But it's
work.
boring.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is
Also.
like, it's the problem with this tower is it looks like so many games about someone in hell. Like, so what could it possibly be? Some people are saying this Soros game that I haven't actually looked at.
Saros?
Saros, yeah, Saros.
Yeah, it's from you remember Returnal?
Eternal? I probably do.
Returnal.
Returnal.
Yeah. It's made by the same studio, and everything I always hear about is good, but it's very niche though.
Yeah. I think yeah. I remember Returnal now. Not a game I ever picked up. It was just not in my interest.
It's under
at
the
all.
radar.
Yeah.
But this one, I think there is gameplay now of it. It's very like interesting. It's like arcadey but modern. If it's
Here.
you'll see what I mean. And
Yeah. Let me share it with you here.
I believe this is probably the best example because they're definitely like they want to break in, I think.
Yeah. It would make sense. Let's take a look and see. Oh, damn, that's loud. The sun is okay. Yeah, I mean, just that right there.
A lot of the eclipse
Every time the
do the
sun
eye thing.
dies,
Yeah.
time stretches and tears.
I mean, the problem with that kind of iconography is, like I said, it's used everywhere.
Popular, yeah.
Yeah, so
Everybody loves an eclipse.
I mean, you look at all the games that people called out. It's another Diablo. It's it's Doom. It's this and
It's
that.
too much.
Yeah. So that may be their downfall if they're too much like those other games. But this, so far, I like this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I know you probably.
The sun dies. Time stretches and tears.
I mean, yeah, I would say it's this game. Just the eye matches the eye. Let's see here. It's all over X.
A little. It's a slit eye, but similarly.
Yeah, I mean, it looks.
At the same time, you have them. I hate the way they're hype. At the same time, it's different than what they usually normally hype up.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're telling me my life's gonna change forever because of this game, please no, don't do that to me. Come on, that's too much hype.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's got to be a pretty huge budget to have that thing made and then use it to
Have
hype it up.
Jeff do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, to have Jeff do that, and then we'll see.
Scan for Sultari signals.
Signal corrupted. Approximating.
Okay, I like guns. It's not just like a soul
Is
light,
that the
I
thing
guess.
from the ridge?
Confirmed.
You better stay out of my way.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we are thrilled to show off this first look of gameplay for Saros running on PS5. Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional and haunting story of Arjun Devraj's drive for answers on the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
Carcosa, really?
Mhm.
Do you know what Carcosa is?
No.
So, have you ever heard of the Yellow King?
Oh no.
The Yellow King's.
Yeah, I know.
Yellow King's one of my favorite Eldritch beasts. I hate when he actually became part of the mythos that was written after
It was a separate
Lovecraft
thing,
died. Because then they made him like this ethereal thing. But if you look at the history of the Yellow King, he's always been like a mysterious person. The books, the Yellow King, it's more of like the play is an actual disease that spreads just by word or by reading it.
Yeah.
Anyone
I
who
had read
doesn't
up on
know,
that recently.
yeah, I love.
I just forgot the name of the city though. I know it's the city that he resides.
Yeah, well, you don't even really know if it's Carcosa where he resides. It's just the city of Carcosa is always brought up in the play, or when people talk about the play, because you never really read the play. But yeah, okay, so the Yellow King is probably going to be somewhere in here. I do like.
It's kind of it's very arcadey.
Exciting combat.
Yeah, it does look very arcadey.
I think when you get to the boss fights, you'll see how sick.
Okay.
Features the Sultari shield. By holding R1, you can defend yourself and absorb projectiles.
I mean, the vibe these guys are making, and they're very want to make a game. They're making a game.
Yeah, they're definitely making a game. It has so far. It has like a third-person Doom minus the gore. Is what I'm kind of seeing out of it. I like third-person games. Some people don't, but I really enjoy third-person.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using Eclipse-driven weaponry.
Sultari holocache detected.
Mark it on the map.
Here is a Sultari hololog, where you can learn more about lost Carcosa.
I'll try to forget.
Hold up for me. I will find you. I promise.
I get what they're. So I've gotten this thing
So
where
many
I'm,
particles.
yeah, it's so many particles, and I've gotten like there's this thing where everyone now is doing the overly televised attacks that you saw become popular in like Diablo style games, or like the first one I really remember seeing them was Path of Exile. And I get it. It works great for some things, but it feels like it's getting overused. Like Doom did not need televised attacks that were so openly televised, I think. I think it could have done with a more traditional style for Doom the Dark Age. But that is a shit ton of blue, though.
Oh yeah, this game's gonna have the baddest seizure warning ever.
Yeah.
This is Second Chance, where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action. Second Chance is part of our permanent
Arcady as
progression
hell right
system.
there too.
Yeah.
That
You
is
just
super
come back from
arcadey.
dying.
You get one though.
I mean, at least they're not doing Souls like. It seems more like you said, arcadey. Because you look at this world and you're like, this game's going to be a Souls like, and then it's not. So that's a little refreshing. But
Yeah. It's interesting clash of like styles going on.
yeah, it really is.
Which
I'm always
means
ready to
you
give those
always
might be a
come
chance
back.
though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you've got him being very futuristic and the world looking very
I wouldn't say like quite medieval. Everything
No,
does
no,
look
it's-
metal.
yeah, it's that
But-
like overly metal medieval. You could see some tech in some of the
Yeah.
things that he was jumping on. I mean, this is
It's like some of those
obviously
worlds
just a
in Doom
gameplay.
Eternal.
Yeah. I agree. Doom, but third person.
Stronger.
And this is what I've seen online where people say this is proof that it's.
Oh yeah, the multi. See, that's the thing too. Here is like they've been very secretive about like what are you fighting actually.
Yeah. I mean, Carcosa to me is kind of a big giveaway, unless they just happen to pick the name Carcosa. But with
It's
games,
so niche though.
yeah, it is. It's so niche. Most people don't even know who the Yellow King is, right? People will know who Cthulhu is, but you're not going to know a lot of the other characters. And like I said, the Yellow King wasn't part of. I forget his real name. Wasn't
It was written,
originally
I think,
part.
a decade or so prior.
Yeah. Hold on. The King in Yellow by Robert Chambers. Robert Chambers, I believe, was an influence for 1895 is when it was written. First when it was published. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Lovecraft was inspired by this book. What is his name? What was his name? Yeah, it's a weird fantasy written in this country between the death of Poe and the rise of Lovecraft, and it was influenced by Lovecraft himself. So yeah, the Yellow King. What is his name? There's actually his name. I don't know how much you've read into it. Comes from a poem, and originally it was a poem of a boy talking to a god of the King in Yellow's name, which is not even saying on here. And that eventually got morphed into a different story that eventually became the King in Yellow book by Chambers. So it's kind of weird. And now it's been pulled into Lovecraft, and he has like a physical form and he wants physical things, but that's like none of reading. I haven't read all of the King in Yellow Chambers books because it's like individual stories, but like even the first story, as I was reading it through, that it's so hinted at. They will say the Yellow King towards the end of it, but he's never like physically shown, from my understanding.
Yeah. You keep the mystery there.
Yeah. He's always been a very mystery. He's more like I said, more like a disease than a eldritch god.
Yeah.
The sun is forever.
Okay, hold on here.
A lot of environments here.
Yeah, I'm digging it. Like we got that, more openly plains. I like that.
I love the lack of texture on those buildings. It has like a strong vibe. This art's really strong.
It is. I agree. Ooh, I like that thing.
Yeah, like, it looks wild.
It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun to play.
Yeah,
So.
like, and really just like try to like digest it too.
Yeah, like
I'm very curious about everything.
I am too. We'll have to hopefully see more. The only thing that I really don't like
We're
about
definitely
it,
seeing it though.
yeah. The thing I definitely don't like about it is those attack textures. But I guess if you look at Returnal, let's see, it kind of had the same thing.
I don't know actually.
Well, I'm looking at a picture of it, and it's got something similar.
Not before you, but
Yeah.
this one forever.
True. I may be able to get it.
Breakthrough game. This was their first like breakthrough game as a studio.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure didn't the anti-woke call this one woke?
Yeah, but it just kind of like faded because most people who did apparently the story is really strong. I haven't finished it. Like I was watching someone play it because it was a PlayStation title.
Yeah.
And it's has a lot of dread in it.
Yeah.
It's existential as hell.
Yeah, that seems like that might be the realm they like to play in as devs.
Yeah.
I found all areas arranging themselves. Found a technology I've never encountered before.
And she just puts it on. Who just fucking puts on random tech?
You'll get it.
I know. Yeah, I mean, look at orbs. Yeah, it's kind of the same way they've done it before. Very arcadey game.
They're just mad she looks 40.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're just mad she looks like a real person. Not that Asian women don't look like the girl in Stellar Blade. There are Asian women who look like that, but that is not by any means the norm.
That woman has literally a billionaire husband.
Yeah.
She's got everything to look nice forever.
Right? Dude, there's all these, like, since I've been like, viewing on the internet, the size of people's asses has just gotten larger while their waists stay small, and I was like, there's not a single one of those asses that is natural. Yeah, this is a fact. I am an ass connoisseur. You could say I almost married my wife for her ass, natural looking. I like big butts, and I can't lie. And I was looking at all these. It's like, none of this is real. None of these are real people. Maybe 1 in a billion of them are real.
If I remember correctly, for Returnal, the thing is, like, I think you keep dying in the story over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, which is an interesting way to play. Turning the death into part of a mechanic of the game.
Yeah, and the plot. So
yeah.
I think it'd be the biggest like existential thing. It becomes which like is your reality.
Oh, that
you keep
that's
dying
true.
and waking up, dying and waking up. It's like, what happened to your original?
Right. What was the original intent? Yeah, I could see that their next game, just from the things being a candidate for it, the iconography, though I'll say, let's go back to that. No, go back to this. Does it get us close? A lot of this iconography here, I can't tell if it's just humans or if it's just, or if it is the demons. Like, you can't see his face. Yeah, claws, so it does very demon-like. Yeah, this will be my guess for what it is that they're trying to push Sora, which is cool. I'm down with that. But it wouldn't be like a new drop. They've already dropped like gameplay trailers and reviews. So what are they dropping next? I guess the launch date. They're gonna shadow
Probably.
launch. They're gonna shadow launch. Now that'd be cool if they shadow launched it on the 11th. But
there is a strong chance that it straight up is not Soros though.
yeah, that's true.
And there's like because it has to be something new to me. Like it needs to be something completely just out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I'm
Even
like
if
all
it's a gotcha game, it's gotta be something new. It needs to be something unannounced. That's what my like biggest thing is. But the joke is that if it's a gotcha game, oh my god,
it would be hilarious.
Fucking Jeff again.
It's a mobile gotcha game.
Remember that Jeff last year like the very first trailer was an AI generated fucking cat game. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And it never ever became real and it just vanished.
Yeah,
like,
because
Jeff.
yeah, really, dude. Like, it's almost like he doesn't really understand the gaming industry, or at least like what gamers are looking for. It's why
I think he's just like lost in the sauce sometimes.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to do when you get that big, right? You get lost in your own, or you start smelling your own farts. It's why I don't take a lot of stock in the Game Awards in general, because just like the Grammys and all the other movie awards, it's just a big suck fest of each other.
Yeah.
Like you see some of the movies and you're like, I didn't like that movie, or it's just doesn't seem like it. Like, and showing that Arc Raiders made so few actual areas, at least I said if it got none, the one it deserves the most is audio design. I think it's really great, almost revolutionary audio design, and it at least deserve that. But of course, it's the Game Awards, so who knows what's going on there. What?
Yeah. Well, regardless, it's always really fun.
It is. It's fun to watch, whether you agree with the stuff that's on there or not. People are losing their shit
darn ethics.
Yeah. Yeah, those darn ethics. Some people have been losing their mind that I said that Jeff is dead. But
what do you mean? What's the context of that?
So what did I say here? I'll pull it up. So I said I saw this post and it's just kind of like hit it for me, where he says wanna bet who it is, and it's this car wreck, this idiot doing this, which happens probably 100 times, 1,000 times a day in the United States. Yeah. So his comment was, "Who wants to bet?" Like, this is one of the oldest racist jokes of all time.
Yeah, I was so surprised to see that, especially like he's around a lot of Asians.
Yeah,
Grums,
yeah. Grums. But Grums wouldn't care. But
what's crazy is he's shown he does. Like anytime that remotely like anybody's racist to Asians, they flip out.
Yeah.
So like I'm really like, wow.
But not when it comes to smashing them. At least that I've seen.
Not.
So I said, I followed Smash's retarded takes for a while now. It's always been slop, but we have reached the point where it's just boring, repeated slop over and over again. He wanted to appeal to the younger audience, so he throws slurs around. He wants to talk about politics, but he has no real understanding of politics. I wouldn't even call him anti-woke anymore after Yotai crushed him. All he does is spam AI picks and games no one talks about anymore.
He's
Smash
kind
is
of doing
truly dead.
locale things.
Yeah, it really is just like his channel is dying. So I went and looked at it, and I know it's not a full rendition of what goes on, but I looked at his Social Blade again because I like checking it out every now and again. He's lost another million subs, or not subs, views since or through November. He's made in the
Bro,
last 30 days, he's made 120 plus videos.
why? There's no, so many.
And he, according to them, he didn't even break 100 on his subscribers. Now, subscribers, I'll say this is the number that's probably the least accurate. He may have broken 100 just because what Social Blade scrapes is, the front end. YouTube doesn't let anyone scrape the back end anymore. But views are usually pretty accurate because you can easily scrape that off of the front of the page. And when we go into here, like his up and coming back in September almost got him to 3 mil again, down to 2 mil, and now he's down to 1 mil as well, and on the downward path hard. Not as hard as he was, well, as hard as he was here, but not as hard as this one was. So that's why I say like he's dead.
Have you seen the Paramount's hostile takeover thing?
Paramount's hostile takeover? No.
They launched an official hostile takeover effort for Warner Brothers. Like official. They even did, like, basically because Netflix won the bid for it. They decided to not care about it, and they're going directly to their shareholders to offer.
No.
So that's hostile. That means that they don't give a fuck about the rules.
Yeah. No.
And he even went. The president went to freaking the White House. He went to the White House recently and offered assurances to the Trump admin that he'd make changes to CNN, and I'm like,
Oh no, god damn!
You can't just say that out loud.
Yeah, yeah, that's
man, they're desperate, but also like man, you're making me have to root for Netflix now.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't even want Netflix to take it over.
I want anybody to own them.
Well, here's the thing.
There's no reason for them to do that.
Yeah, there's also, I saw a rumor that Netflix is talking about buying out Disney. I don't know how true that one is.
There's no way they could do that. That's too much
Disney
money.
is the largest industry
That would also
that's out
trigger. That would actually trigger no way that lawmakers would not try to tackle that. That's a very blanket shut case right there.
Yeah, you would think so.
Because Disney's too big.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then it's like, oh my god, I don't know anymore. I say that, but then all of them doing nothing anyway. Because arguably this whole deal should not happen at all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, these companies should be let to fall out and just die. If Warner Brothers
sell the IPs, right?
Yeah, right. Sell the IPs and then bury the company name. Paramount has gone straight to Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders with an all-cash offer.
CNN posted it too.
An endeavor, yeah,
funny.
CNN posted it too. Endeavor to control Hollywood's most sought-after prize, a bid that Netflix beat Friday. Is Warner Brother the most sought-after prize?
It's because they have so many good things. You can have Looney Tunes. That's already a cash cow.
They need to bring back Animaniacs from my childhood, though I don't know that any of the younger kids nowadays would find that hip or cool.
They have it though. You never saw that new one?
No, I didn't see the new one.
Animaniacs had a run recently.
Oh, nice. But was it the same or was it slop, right?
Paramount, I didn't hear anything bad.
Yeah, Paramount widely expected to be the front runner of Warner Brothers, but WBD opted instead for Netflix, which it said offered a more lucrative deal. The proposed marriage with Netflix caught Hollywood insiders by surprise, including Paramount CEO David Ellison, who still contends that his deal was the better offer. Jesus Christ. It's just mega corporations fighting over each other to be the last monopoly. We're sitting in Wall Street where cash is still king. Ellison told CNBC. We're offering the shareholders 17.6 billion more cash than the deal they currently have signed with Netflix. And we believe that when they see what is currently in our offer, then that's what they'll vote for. Jesus.
Yeah, what a I tell you, that's aggressive just to do all that.
Yeah, that's super aggressive. The math is tricky, but Netflix believes the eventual spinoff of Warner Brothers cable assets, including CNN. Sucks to suck, CNN, which is not included in the Netflix deal, will be worth several dollars per share in its entirety. Netflix contends that its deal is ultimately be worth more than Paramount's offer. Okay, so there's about to be a big battle over that. So I guess
Very
it's
big.
yeah. Over the course of the next few years, we'll see that come to fruition on who wins the battle. The problem is that he's getting the president involved. That's so fucking the president. The only reason
Should not.
Yeah, the president shouldn't be involved in that. The only reason government should be involved, which they are always involved in these kind of deals, is to make sure that it's not becoming a monopoly, right?
Yeah, they gotta have their watchdogs watching.
Yeah, they gotta have their watchdogs watching. The tax
But
people.
just to go to the president and say that I'm gonna go alter the news network for you is probably
it's a conflict of interest.
That's not cute.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, sure, that does need to change. Like, go back to not being 24 hours.
Yeah.
Literally, that would fix a lot of CNN. It's just straight up stop being a 24-hour thing. Then you don't have to chase.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with that is they're now chasing against the entire internet, and no one gives a shit about what the truth is. So, as we've watched the
legacy media.
Yeah, the legacy, but then, I mean the YouTube and X media is no different. It's just
no, not at all. It's arguably been pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's worse. The second person I guess I talk about too much was Yorch here lately. And I guess he made a comment that like X is the up and coming place and that Netflix was on the decline, but that's just not Netflix. YouTube is on the decline, but that's just not true. YouTube is by far the largest video, upload place in the world, and they're billions. What was I looking at? Is YouTube?
They're just like, I think he might be conflating people being very loud and critical over valid things when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah.
They just don't realize it's too big. It's like how it's really hard to get away from Twitter, X.
Yeah, well,
it's just too big right now.
Everything feeds into YouTube in one way or the other. Like it says, I mean, this is just the AI overview. Yeah, but
organ at this point for the internet.
Yeah, 2.5 billion monthly active users and growing. I feel like more people are moving to YouTube to stream than Twitch in some ways, even though Twitch pays better, just because of how unpredictable Twitch can be. I mean, Twitch will probably be what it is for a while. I don't think they're gonna get bought out or anything. Amazon's not gonna sell them.
No, they're too cozy.
Yeah, they're too cozy. And Kick, I'm just convinced Kick is all bots. I think they're all
Kick
botting.
is just they're just fake. And that honestly, that site's kind of evil too. So it's actually evil.
Well, it's like I wouldn't mind. I considered streaming to all three.
Oh God.
And but it's
if you can make a thing to make that work, sure.
I know Chud streams to three. All three, but it like there's too much. Like even when I was trying to stream to Twitch, there's things that I noticed. Like I like having my chat up because we do the I make commentary. You guys will chat with me, and it'll it's a back and forth. But if someone else's chat shows up on a Twitch stream, they'll take down your chat and suspend you.
Yeah, that's a
So,
matter of just making sure that people behave.
yeah. So it just was too much, and I don't think like. Fun fact: I actually am running off of Wi-Fi. So
I have Wi-Fi on too.
Yeah, well, they usually say for streaming you want a nice solid connection because Wi-Fi can be iffy, but it's also said that Wi-Fi has become so strong over the years that it doesn't have as much of effect. But I did notice problems when trying to dual stream. We gotta find. Ooh,
I swear to God.
You know what we might go ahead and watch? We might just do a commentary on something that I've wanted to watch.
Sure. It was really funny because today I think the only thing I saw of Kick was someone was advertising their stream where they were doing a book burning, and I'm like, oh, they were burning the Bible. They're burning like a bunch of like different religions Bibles. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, and I think it was who? Oh, Andy was mad about it. He was like, I bet you're not burning the Quran. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he probably did. You're just mad.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, it's wrong. I think it's quite wrong. That's like the most bannable thing you could do on the planet. But yeah. Kick is just that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Kick is just Kick. Wi-Fi hasn't been a speed problem in many years. It's an old worry still in people's heads. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying with it. Like I've got, I'm pushing, was it 1 gig? 1 gig with my internet provider. I'm not on, my neighborhood isn't on fiber, but 1 gig is more than enough for me to do. I mean, I'm streaming right now and playing online video games without a problem, so we're good. So
yeah, I think you're good.
While I got you on, and we've already reviewed Lesbian Sword Fighters, or what was that thing called? Lesbian Sword Ninjas.
Yeah.
Let's review Holy War.
Thirsty.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
thirsty sword women, lesbians. Now we're going to do the complete opposite.
For our regulars.
And we're going to see the new TTRPG that's about racial war.
Oh no.
So let's go.
But today we're talking about something worse than all of them, and that story starts with the Church of Creativity. Yeah, sounds like a weird fringe art movement.
I'm scared already of that name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Specific
It just sounds
Welcome
like
to the Church of Creativity.
It just sounds like Westboro Baptist Church. Is what it just sounds like.
The church. It's like the Church of Imagination.
The Church of Imagination.
Yes, it actually does make a little bit of sense. Church of Creativity is a white supremacist organization that was founded in 1973. They've been connected to a spree of horrific crimes, ending with many of their major members in prison with very long sentences.
Let's not
or
go.
even ending with some of their members dead. This church has had a wild history, which somehow connects back to TTRPGs. Because in the midst of all of this horrible stuff the church was doing, one of their members, one of their reverends, in fact, decided to try to recruit people to their war, to their movement, by creating a game, a TTRPG called Racial Holy War. Yeah, you know exactly where you're getting into now, don't you?
That picture looks stolen. It looks like The Hills Have Eyes. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's just ripped from The Hills Have Eyes. You can dual screen high quality 4K 60 FPS and play a game at the same time on a 200 megabyte system connection. Megabytes. That's how ridiculous 1 gig and yeah, I get it. I mean, I went to it for my cable company because it was actually cheaper. It was like a bump up. They're like, oh, you haven't gone to 1 gig? Here's 1 gig for, $80 or something. And you know, I like it. The problems I'm having are probably other things when it comes to Twitch. We all know my technical capabilities here lately. Which at one point I was like pretty decent into tech. I was going to do IT. The hills have eyes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a straight ripoff. It is. It's just a straight ripoff of the hills have eyes. Okay. Like it is. They didn't even try. Oh man. Twitch is strict with encoder settings. You have connection issues if you don't limit yourself to 6,000. Yeah, I did limit myself to 6,000, but I feel like because it's never set directly at 6,000, sometimes my stream will show as like too much and it causes problems where, you know, YouTube runs like super smooth. Maybe I'll get it set up one day. Once I kick it off and I become the biggest GIF tuber on the platform.
Holy war.
You still there? You still with us, Grizzle?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Then you missed it. You missed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to get hummus.
So we see the picture, right?
Yeah.
Of Holy Racial War. Yeah, it's just the hills have eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just the hills have eyes. It's the same.
Oh my god, we're off to a great start. Christ.
Yeah, you know exactly where you're getting into now, don't you? That's not just the name of the game. That's their motto. That's their battle cry. That's their manifesto. This game was a piece of propaganda
4K,
that obviously failed. The church is now just an obscure piece of internet knowledge that's pulled out occasionally to be made fun of by YouTubers like me. But I'm not just here to do that. To be clear, I am going to be making fun of these people because white supremacists are stupid and very easy to make fun.
I need to find a copy of this. I have a copy of lesbian thirsty sword lesbians. So I need a copy of this. I just want to start a collection and put you through it of terrible RPGs.
Fun of. However, there is a serious message to take away from this, especially today. So, without further ado, guys, what the hell happened?
I hesitate to say it. First time I saw a black kissing a white girl, I felt sick. I felt nauseous. It was instinctively wrong to me.
So let's take a glance at what this thing has going on under the hood.
Ew, oh no, they did live interviews.
Yeah.
I think I might have bitten off a little too much here.
Critical failure.
Okay,
What?
So,
Are you telling me that the white supremacist race game didn't sell well? in the
How do you host that?
Yeah, how do you
host it?
I mean,
you just don't.
Look, I don't know when this came out, but like you look at like the D&D community. The D&D community is one of the wokest communities that's out there, especially in the more recent years as it's exploded.
Because imagination, I don't think exists. So these lowest of the lows,
right?
I'll go over the history of the church first before we get to the game.
Yes.
The Church of Creativity was founded by Ben Klassen. Klassen doesn't matter. He's not around to correct me anymore. So,
oh yeah, he looks like a
Benny,
racist.
Not around.
He was actually taking his second swing at founding a major white supremacist movement. His first attempt ended very badly, as his first attempt was more of like a white supremacist political party. This guy had a short-lived run as a politician in Florida, and when that didn't really work out for him, he tried to found this organization.
Hey, don't know. I'm in Florida. Let's not talk bad about Floridians.
This organization, however, fell through because
that's literally where I'm going in a few days.
Oh yeah, is that? Oh.
My mom lives down there. She's graduating, so they're going down there to visit, to be there.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, congratulations to her.
Because it was a religious organization, and Benny, he was very hesitant to work with Christians. He was apprehensive around Christians and their beliefs. Maybe the belief of, love thy
that's a big
neighbor
oof.
made this white supremacist kind of uncomfortable. In the end, he ended up publishing this
Christianity.
apprehension about Christians to his own
He
organization.
doesn't like
His
Christianities.
own,
You know it's real bad.
Yeah, right. Oh, I mean, it depends on the Christian. Like you get into some of like the more.
But he
what I
seems
consider-
apprehensive about the whole thing, though.
It's almost like he thinks he can move these people versus like it's like he's trying to find someone to control.
He's trying to supersede it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Religious, mainly Christian organization. Predictably, they all left and the organization fell apart entirely. And so, Benny, for his second attempt, decided to do something different. He founded the Church of Creativity by writing a book. The book was titled Nature's Eternal Religion and marked a new start. This new
So he pulled the church. What do they call the? Oh, that the all the movie stars are in. Fuck me.
Oh, the Scientology?
Yeah, the science. So he pulled the Scientology thing.
new organization
Oh,
would be
no.
strict
What?
Look at the wording on the book.
entirely. And so,
There's a hell of a
Benny,
few dog
for his
whistles
second
there.
attempt, decided to do something different. He founded the Church of Creativity by writing a book. The book was titled Nature's Eternal Religion.
Oh yeah.
Based on logic and common sense. Not even those. Those are just blatant. No.
I mean,
Logic and common sense. You notice how a lot of these huge accounts on Twitter all have these like high society wording and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Common sense, concerned citizen, normal guy.
Yeah,
They all
normal
say
guy.
these things.
Well, I'm a normal guy. Well, if you have to say it, you're not. Yeah, but I mean the
That for me, the
logic
dog
and
whistle.
common sense one that's used all the time, and then you like read what they actually say, and it's like
It's batshit
yeah, it's
insane.
batshit crazy. Like it's the eternal laws of nature. Expansion and achievement of nature's finest. Jesus.
And marked a
Imagine,
new
man,
start.
ego.
This new organization
yeah,
would
that's
be
usually what it
strictly
is.
anti-theist, anti-Christian. It would still keep, of course, the white supremacist beliefs, the homophobia, all of that. That all stayed, but he added a lot of his own flair onto it to make this his own religion with his beliefs at the center. Now, besides the horrible white supremacy, there was some other interesting things tacked on here. This guy, for example, hated like cooking food and hated medicine. He was a strict natural.
How are you supposed to eat? I'm really curious now.
Raw, I know. Homegrown hate, gender and organized
Berries?
racism.
Do you just eat berries only?
I get no. You probably eat raw meat. It's probably one of those things where you eat raw meat and vegetables. You don't cook them because we didn't do that as Neanderthals, which we did. Our bodies have evolved. Like I'm a Christian, and our bodies have evolved to not be able to eat raw meat anymore.
That's like one of the earliest things that people discovered was the magic of fire, and that's it. That's literally one of the first things.
Yep, and now we have Twitter. Just think about that.
And Twitter's like fire is woke.
And those beliefs may or may not have led to the future health issues that he faced. Besides being essentially a hateful hippie, this guy also started to really despise religion. I said earlier that he was apprehensive around Christians, but Benny, yeah, that changed. He believed that Christianity was the enemy. He was strictly against the religion at this point. His apprehension evolved.
This is a
hatred.
unique white
Now,
supremacy.
You might be
Yeah,
wondering,
it's like
what
he
made this
literally
heard of
just.
one
I
like
thought it was
that.
going to be like some Christian white supremacist, and no, he made up his own shit. He was like, well, if no one wants to take me in, I'll make my own white supremacist religion. We're gonna have hookers and cocaine. Oh,
Spaghetti.
It's spaghetti and no black people. It's so weird. He's like,
No
fuck it, we're just gonna
Italians.
no Italians. Yeah, he hates Italians because they have the best cooking. I mean, it's literally just hate
I don't know what's
everybody.
happening.
Everybody.
Yeah, this is a very angry person.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to this book. I may have to find a copy of me and you have to go through it on stream.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure there's like someone has it digitally.
Yeah. Oh.
This guy hate Christianity so much. A lot of modern white supremacist organizations tie themselves to religion, no matter how ridiculous that may seem. So why does this guy buck that trend? Well, if you hear him say it, it's because Christianity is a tool created by the Jews to weaken the white man in the coming war.
Whoa.
What do you even say to that?
What's his take on Jesus then? Because he was. Are you saying that Jesus is psyops?
So Jesus was a psyop. Like, you're saying that the Jews ham-fisted themselves by making a new religion to weaken all other religions, and it spread all over the world, while Judaism is still relatively small, right? Like, it's huge, obviously, it's one of the big three, but compared to Christianity or the Muslims, the Muslims is bigger than everybody. That's been the way for years. I just don't. That's a big psyop to call out.
Yeah, whatever reason you thought of, that reason was almost certainly worse. This guy would found his organization on the belief in this war. Rahowa, the racial holy war, was coined by him, and it would become the rallying cry and purpose for his organization, preparing and at times attempting to instigate this purge, which would leave the white man on the top of the world. We are today engulfed in a major worldwide revolution that constitutes a major turning point in the history of the human race, and the outcome will either be a catastrophe of gigantic proportions, or it will usher in a new age of greatness and well-being for the human race. If the evil forces of the Jews are victorious, future humanity is doomed to tens of thousands of years of slavery, a situation from which there is no reversal and from which we will never recover.
I mean, that's so random.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
he's just skeptic of that out of pocket.
I don't blame him. That's probably a YouTube no word. But
Yeah. It's right there, so.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
If, on the other hand, the white race wins, led by the program and vision of creativity, a bright and beautiful new world will emerge. Oh boy.
I mean, reading that just sounds like normal. That's the baseline white supremacist rhetoric. You know, we have to start the race war.
So funny.
You know, that one. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that that bestiality. I'll say bestiality came up in it, but that means they hate the furries too. They gotta hate the furries because they probably think all furries are attracted to animals.
Clog. That's just a never-ending battle to kick those people out.
Yeah, right.
They tried to file for tax exemption.
Of course.
You know, the United States tax exemption.
The tax exemption status.
That's why everyone creates a religion. Just to get tax exemption. I bet you they didn't have enough people, or the
flock was too small.
The flock was too small, right?
Exemption for religions, which is interesting considering this was a nominally anti-religious organization, but we're gonna ignore that.
But church was in the name.
These guys attempted to get tax exemption and failed. Not just because of their beliefs, but also because they've been committing a lot of crimes. They commit a lot of crimes in their pursuit.
I don't think their beliefs matter. I would bet anything that the KKK Christian organizations are tax exempt. Like, I don't think that your belief really matters in that age. It's more of, well, not committing crimes, I guess. I don't know how many are connected to the KKK, so maybe they don't, but who knows?
Most of us keep those quiet, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they disavow anyone who does actual acts of violence, in the public eye, and then, in the back they're shaking hands.
Of their holy war. 2 members in Milwaukee were arrested during a brawl with anti-racist activists in 1989. This should go without saying, but I'm pretty sure everyone should be an anti-racist advocate. Come on, what are we doing, guys?
Beat us in.
And then in 1990, the Ohio leader was arrested after robbing 2 banks and was ultimately sentenced to 25 years of prison time.
Jesus.
Well, he's out of jail, though, now.
Ohio
Yeah,
leader
there
was
you go.
only 23 years old.
Look at the positive.
Somewhere out there.
Look at the positive.
They were inducting people at a
I hope he
very
learned his
young
lesson.
age, a
He got
trend
canceled.
that would continue, not just in this organization, but with far-right and white supremacist organizations in general. Yeah, these guys were really terrible, and honestly, I read the lighter of their crimes. A couple bar brawls, a bank robbery. These people were doing way worse than that because they fully believed
That's the
in
stuff
this
we want to
war.
hear about, though. I want to know about, like, their dark crimes.
We're getting there.
I hope so.
Isn't some trash talk on 4chan from some edgy high schooler. These are people who never left those beliefs behind, grew up, and became obsessed with making their fanaticism a real thing. The law was catching up with them. All of this criminal activity was starting to weigh down.
What was the name of it? Was Holy War, right? No.
I think so.
Yeah.
Or something. We'll get there, though.
Yeah. I'm just changing the chat, the title, so that it's more realistic of what we're doing.
Yeah.
I can go back a little bit. I won't find it. Let's just keep going.
On the organization, as lawsuit after lawsuit was thrown at them, as lawsuit after lawsuit was thrown their way, Benny Classen started to despair. And in the 90s, he had a very bad turn of the decade. His religion had failed to get tax exemption and was under assault by many, many courtrooms. His members were getting thrown in prison left and right. His wife died of cancer. He himself was having major health problems.
That was probably better for her than anything else. Not to be away, but being married to an absolute crazy psycho racist or getting cancer, I know which way I'd choose.
Yeah, these are
so
deep cut people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which they probably are somewhere on Twitter right now, thriving, honestly.
Oh, probably. They're probably some new organization now with some Twitter cults. I've seen some of these like
Elon
Discord cults
Glazer,
and
probably.
Twitter cults, so it's fucking crazy what people will do.
Yeah.
He decided not only emulate the beliefs of Adolf Hitler, he decided to emulate the death of Adolf Hitler by guzzling a bottle of sleeping pills and dying.
Damn!
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Dead.
Anyway, with his death, you'd think that the church would end long before the release of Racial Holy War, the TTRPG,
Okay, that's
because most cults do
there
not
it is.
survive the death of their leader. This one somehow did. This video is
that's
sponsored by
insane, actually.
Chepeku
Yeah,
and their new
that usually
Kickstarter
never
for
happens.
Bastions and
What is that?
We're plugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
with the
because most
plugins.
cults literally just don't survive.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why a lot of them have like a kid or something to continue it.
if there's enough of a group, like the death of the leader doesn't necessarily end it because someone else will take up the mantle. I mean, Hubbard died.
Someone else just needs to. Yeah. They need to take over. It's a power vacuum.
It is a power vacuum. And speaking of power vacuums, if you haven't liked the stream, please do so. It helps me out a lot. Helps me build my own power vacuum in the algorithm as I grow bigger and bigger. If you enjoy what you see here today and want to see more of it, We play games, we talk about TTRPGs, drama, whatever we can find on the internet. So hit that subscribe button, guys. All right. Back to this. What is this?
Guild halls. Look, I know. I've told you guys about Cheipeku a lot because they are the best map makers in the entire TTRPG industry.
I appreciate it, but
okay,
there's
now,
about a billion. There's about a billion map makers now, so
everybody likes their thing.
Yeah. I've gotten to the point that I don't even use map makers anymore. I have found a few Patreon. Hold on. I think we're the Wi-Fi. All right, it says we're connected. Are we back up? We good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay. See, I can't run to the Wi-Fi. You lied to me, damaged. You lied to me. Hopefully y'all at least heard my shill. Like and subscribe. Let's get back.
That came through.
Yeah, okay, good. Let's keep going.
And had no idea how to bestow his organization of degenerates and monsters onto a new leader. And so there was a lot of infighting, especially since this organization was still under assault by many, many lawsuits, including a $1 million default settlement. Settlement for what? Murder.
Oh.
One of their members killed someone. The victim's name was Harold Mansfield Jr., a Navy sailor who fought in the Gulf War, shot to death for the crime of being black. He was 22 years old.
Oh.
These people were horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, they
in the
were
midst of all this chaos,
white
though,
supremacy.
Matthew Hale would find
Oh, God, I found it. Oh, God, and I just flipped through it. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this one on stream.
This is like the deep web darkness, because I mean, it is written by a cult leader.
It is. So, all right, we got enemies, right? I was flipping through it, and the characters seem really normal. Then you get to enemies, N-word, slur for Latinos, sand N-word, slur for Mexicans.
I figure everyone's gonna be a slur. Everyone is a slur.
Enemy chart with stats. Smelly N-word, stupid N-word, retarded N-word, repulsive N-word. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's just so
just
bad.
Send this to Grums.
Yeah, right.
You see it, just ask Grums. It's like, hey, is this acceptable?
Yeah, is this a good game? Is this woke? All right. Yeah, we won't be bringing that up on stream, but it's funny that I found it, and now I could probably. I'm not adding this one to my collection, but I'll know where I can find it. It's been archived.
Yeah. Well, they're filtering it for us, so safely.
Yeah, safely. That's why sometimes it's better to watch these other channels. Let them do all the work, and us just learn.
He endeavored to take over the organization and rebrand it. He rebranded it into the Church of the Creator, a religious organization. Yes, the completely anti-Christian, non-theist organization that hated religion was now a religious organization yet again. Even back in the 90s, the far right, they've always been grifters. Good Lord.
The Jews for hundreds of years have been promoting race mixing. In fact, the founder of the American Communist Party, Israel Cohen,
have they? I remember it always being I guess race mixing of others, because Jews have always been it's been a stereotype.
Racism issues.
Yeah, they have their own racism, but it's like you don't marry a non-Jew, right? That's taboo.
It's because they're blaming movies and junk for having mixed couples. One thing that's always blows my mind, and this is what prevents me from ever being that way, is that they forget it's literally the second most popular religion in the world, or at least one of the three.
Yeah, it's one of the big three.
There's a very high likely chance someone that's running a company is either that or Christian. Yeah, and nobody shits on Christians for that.
No. It's but it's the Jews. They're the most hated, religion out there, right? That's their whole shtick too, is that they're always being persecuted.
Yeah, it's interesting because I live with someone who has a Jewish family.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they're Jewish.
Nice.
But he's not a practicing Jewish anymore because they knew what he did. It does. 'Cause he's a furry too, and it's not
Gotcha.
like.
I
But
think everyone goes through like it's a well known.
he hates Israel.
Yeah.
He says there's like all the progress, years of progress, destroyed because of Israel.
Nah, I mean, everyone has their opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon for the next generation to not like Christian roots. I think a lot are their religious roots. Sometimes people come back, though. I think it's happening less and less, right? The religion is having less and less of a hold on people.
It's because things are just rough and hope is low.
Hope, yeah, that's true. That's true. Depression is high, hope is low. Buy some pills.
On a random, like, because I was just like scrolling a little while we're paused. Tim Pool is done. He's ending his show because Russia cut off his 100K a week.
What?
It's over. The end of an era. Tim Pool announced it's done. I'm like, your grift is done. Yay!
Yay!
Woke is back. Woke is back. That meme. Christ. They're fumbling. Even if they're not my agreeable and they're technically enemies to me.
Yeah.
They've completely fumbled it.
It's something
They gotta
else.
pick their heroes better. Everyone needs to pick their heroes better.
Well, most people don't want to look into it. You've gotten we went through an age where all of these people came up, and Tim Pool's not even really that old, is he? When did he start actually making content?
He's 16 at minimum, but I'll look it up real quick. Tim Pool, when was the first time it appeared? 11. Occupy Wall Street. Fascinating.
Oh, interesting. So they've risen up, but it doesn't last forever, no matter if it's politics or anything else. The Asmongold's that have been doing it forever, and people like that. Like, how many people from like original YouTube are still around? Markiplier
What happened to him?
is old.
It sounded like he was. Yeah, what happened? I guess that Russian money.
Yeah,
like
that Russian
it
money.
was like he modified like AR drones back in 2011 and basically he got his first journalism stint by just covering Occupy Wall Street, and he went on that hard.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, like he saw it on TV, immediately took a one-way bus ticket to New York.
Wow.
To go cover it. And I guess he sold his soul at some point.
It happens when the money starts rolling in. Was he on Vice? Was he part of Vice?
Vice and Fusion. After joining Vice Media, people began producing and hosting content.
Jesus.
Developing new methods of reporting. Like, what happened to this dude?
Same thing that happens to all these people. Money starts rolling in, and it starts becoming about the money, not whatever your beliefs are or were, as we say.
He pioneered. So apparently, he was a big pioneer on journalism and junk, and just died one day. I guess his soul.
Yeah.
But like you said, money corrupts.
Money corrupts. Happens every time.
1919 actually stated that it must always be a Jewish and communist goal to mix the races.
This rebrand would come with its own
that's a
host of
communist
problems.
goal.
For starters,
I don't think it is either.
location. He would try to move the church to being operated.
But that's the typical anti-woke or not anti-woke, far-right message, right? Is that it's the Jews and the communists, so you have to mix them together in some way, even though I don't think most Jews are communist at all. They're definitely not.
Israel, I would consider, let's say, definitely authoritarian.
Yes. So to me, Israel, and these are hard takes from a retard, and who's been over to who's been over to some places over there. Like I was in Djibouti, and Djibouti is technically a democracy, but the current president, who's been voted in, quote unquote, multiple times, tends to also kill the person that
runs against him.
And he also, there's in Djibouti, there is a drug called khat. It's a leaf that you chew, and it's like cocaine, and everybody over there chews it. It's, well, not everybody, but the
That's
vast
coping.
majority of the population. From what I've heard, this may or may not be true, is his wife owns the plantations that bring the khat in, because nothing grows in Djibouti. And if it looks like he might lose, he'll cut off khat production. I heard he has done that before. A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a typical tactic from an authoritarian.
Yeah, yeah. So you maybe at this point be able to call Israel an authoritarian, but I think America.
I would
is
say
going
they're
that way
capital.
too.
They're still capitalist, but they're much more like hardcore. Yeah. Well, they are in wartime considerably, so they'd probably want to stay in wartime forever.
Well, they've always been in wartime. They've just, this is the more extreme version, right? They've constantly, it's always been about them being surrounded. We've been allies forever. I've had friends who've gone over and trained with the Israelis and got along well with them. Now they're just in this, I mean,
bloodlust.
Yeah, it's this,
they're
it's
being
this
enabled.
like takeover. Yeah.
If the U.S. the U.S. had a chance to literally cut it off, at least try harder, but they don't want to.
Enough about politics, though. Let's get back to incredibly racist TTRPGs.
Enough about politics. Back to the racial holy war.
Yes.
East Peoria, where he lived with his daddy. Yeah, this guy was claiming to be part of the master race while still literally living in his parents' basement.
Based.
What did I expect? He would try to elevate
the age-old
status.
story.
Right, yeah, the basement dweller. I think it's getting to the point now that no one's going to be moving out. Everyone's going to be living with their parents. We're going to start doing the Asian thing. Unless the housing market crashes again to where houses aren't worth anything, I don't see my kids being able to afford
chance.
it. Yeah.
Though, unironically, if they call it next year, that means we've already been in one. That's the rule. Usually, if you call it, it's already has been in it.
Yeah, well, it's I've seen like and of course this is just from my point of perspective. Like, I lived in what you would consider the country. Like anybody going out, you had to go out to my place. I remember going out to fields where I live and listening to like country music shows, and now I'm surrounded by neighborhoods, but the last neighborhood that they built in there is not selling the houses like the others did. So that's my perspective, but we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah. And become a lawyer.
We keep getting off on tangents. We got to stay on the racial game. I need to know about this game.
Very
no one wants to hear an old man complain about housing price. Actually, I don't complain. My house was super cheap. I bought my house for $80,000. I'll have it paid off probably when I'm 50, 55. So eat shit, everyone else.
Very useful profession, given that the legal problems of the church did not go away with this rebrand, especially since many of Hale's allies and members continued to commit crimes. One of his close friends was sentenced to 2.5 years of probation after stockpiling weapons for the ultimate racial holy war. My God.
Stockpiling weapons based for the racial holy war, not so much.
Now, he would actually succeed in law school and go on to pass the bar exam. They must have made it easier that year or something. But you won't see Matt Hale's name on any law firms, as he was never allowed to practice law in the United States. The Bar Association barred him from doing so.
Damn.
Why? Character and fitness? Character makes sense.
What?
They're mean for that.
Yeah,
they've already added that shit.
Yeah,
they knew that they could get away with it.
Sounds petty as fuck.
Very petty. They added that on purpose.
Right?
There's like no way they didn't.
This is an utterly deplorable and horrible degenerate. So yeah, I wouldn't want him practicing law either just based on that. But did they really need to add in the fitness jab too? What, was he getting too fat to get into the courtroom doors? Master race, everybody, yeehaw. But anyway, this dude
watch the
is not
yeehaws
having
there.
a good time. And his time is getting even worse when one of his own character witnesses, Benjamin Smith, would go on a 3-day shooting spree before taking his own life. His victims were named
Why is this keep happening?
Why does it keep getting worse?
They just keep either killing themselves or going on like murder sprees.
Yeah, it's just so bad.
Coach who was just
That's
walking with his
crazy. I
kids,
never heard
and
of
Juan
this.
Jun Yoon,
Yeah,
a
me
grad student
either.
of economics at Indiana University. 2,000 people would attend the memorial service of Juan Jun Yoon.
That is
Meanwhile, Ricky
horrible.
Birdsong's widow
It's
would establish
awful.
a foundation in his name to fight the growing epidemic of hate and violence.
Oh, they killed
The
an Haitian
church was
Korean
falling apart
man.
yet again. The law
That's why
was
he's
bearing
probably
down.
extra irate.
Yeah.
Because like they were hella racist Asians too.
Yeah. Asian. It's funny.
And these people, and that's the thing that blows my mind. It's like these people are still around. You know, there's people like that.
Yeah, but what do you
That's
do
why you
in a
always gotta be
country?
careful.
Yeah.
Well, at least nowadays, like God, I hope they're not over here amassing a following on Twitter because they could easily do that right now.
Probably, but yeah, the problem with free speech is the strength of free speech, right? Anyone can say anything at any time. Well, not anything, obviously, but
Shame needs to come back because I rather shame than any sort of action on a person.
yeah, well, yeah, now it's really easy to be loud online and find like-minded people, but it still comes down to the reality of like most people don't understand. Don't even really
Why
pay
a
attention to
thing.
Twitter. None of my friends have it. I think
You're
the
right.
stats are overblown. I think there's so many bots that say they're American that are just adding to the statistic. But yeah,
There
so-
was that study where they discovered, at least before his purges recently, that it was 75% bots.
Was it? Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like, are people actually on the internet? I saw a theory once that said the internet's with the rise of AI deep fakes and all of this stuff, that people are not going to believe anything on the internet and they're just going to put it down and go outside. Interesting theory. I don't think that will happen, but it'll definitely be like you don't believe anything on the internet, which we've always said. About the internet is don't believe everything you read, but now it's one of the primary news sources.
Yeah.
Anyway,
on them even after their rebrand. And in the midst of all of this chaos, one of their reverends, Kenneth Molyneux, had an idea. He would recruit a new generation of people into the Church of the Creator, or the Church of Creativity, or whatever the hell they call themselves. He would create a tabletop role-playing game.
dude.
It's kind of scary that all that
Finally
led
made
to
it.
that.
And if you're wondering, hey,
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously this is just an offshoot of this one guy's idea, but the fact that this organization had obviously they didn't like religion and they didn't want to use religion for whatever reason. The main guy didn't, so he created essentially his own cult of anti-religion, which became a religion. And I'm sure this isn't the only, because what's the game we've not played but watched stuff about, the racial game, Racial Wars or something like that. It's the same way. Someone in a KKK cult wanted to appeal to a new generation. So they did what the kids do and try and make it cool. It's the same thing as like a Christian organization trying to make a video game, right? They don't really understand why people play games. They're just trying to they're just trying to ham-fist a Christian game into it. So, ethnic cleansing, that's the game.
I guess the lesson here is that, like, I don't think it's going to go anywhere if you have a mass history of being extremely violent.
Well, here's the thing about that. Like most people, most people don't look up the history of D&D, right? They just run into the game and they find out they like it. They don't go look at second edition.
Well, this specific one should give you some pretty big warnings once you open it, though.
True. Well, I mean, this one's not. It's telling you right down what it is. If they had tried to say hide the message in it in some way, most people probably wouldn't notice, unless there's really people reading into it. But I mean, flat out calling the enemies slurs kind of gives away the game.
Hey, Crispy, why didn't you cover the story of Reverend Kenneth Molyneux? Like, who is he? Did he do anything notable? The answer is no. Like, he's completely irrelevant to the
Look at that
overall
guy.
story
He doesn't look
of
like
the
he plays any
creativity movement. He's not brought up in any of the articles that I read, and if he is, it wasn't in a major way because I missed it. This guy is a completely talentless, irrelevant part of an organization of degenerates. Basically, the lowest of the low dreg of society that you could possibly be. His only notable contribution is, one, writing a blog that nobody save for me read, which has, side note, the writing quality of an underdeveloped high schooler. I actually found something else. I found this guy's page where he talks about his awakening and acceptance into the creativity movement. And yeah, it talks about his history a little bit more there. He is, predictably, a college dropout that peaked in high school. He claims that he took all AP classes, and the reason why he believes in white supremacy is because most of the students there were white, which most people in the United States are white, at least right now, buddy. But beyond that, you clearly didn't do very well in those AP classes because based on your writing quality, you leave a lot to be desired, but yeah, this guy is exactly what you'd predict. What's notable about this awakening page, though, isn't his backstory, which is boring and predictable. It's what he says at the very, very end. He says that he's working on a book to promote the philosophy of creativity and to inspire his fellow white warriors. He was foreshadowing the creation of this god-awful TTRPG. The signs were warned.
If it's gonna be that racist, I need the mechanics to at least be good. Right? It probably is, but I need the mechanics to be good.
Only we paid attention to them. His blog's horrible, but this game that he made, it's the only other contribution he ever put forward for this organization, and it is quite a contribution, let me tell you. The cover, by the way, is stolen entirely from The Hills Have Eyes. He was too lazy to even remove the DVD logo from the corner. Like, come on, man. If you want this thing to be a long-term game, I mean, we're already confusing people. Most of my generation don't even know what a DVD is. But in any case, besides the stolen cover and the god-awful title that already tells you what you're going to be reading, Racial Holy War is, like I said at the very top of this video, the worst thing to ever be produced in the TTRPG industry. Obviously, the first thing being the message. This game's message is blatant and not hidden at all. Stuff like Blood and the Chocolate will have, slightly disguised racism. You gotta look for it in a few of the paragraphs. This game opens with a prologue that claims that the white race has been decimated by the horrible minorities. They've been forced to be the minorities, and now those lesser people have taken over the world. Society has collapsed, and it is the responsibility of brave white warriors
to purge these lesser people to create a better world.
I mean, they should have just made like a D&D spin-off book.
Oh my god. Jeez. I just read this shit every day on Twitter, though.
Yeah, it really is just like,
the white race is dying. Rise up, warriors. Rise up,
rise up. I found this. He mentioned this Blood and Chocolate game, and we may have
Gartha.
For Gartha.
That's been honestly tickling me. I don't know. The Gartha stuff is so funny, especially when paired with Counter-Strike clips.
Jesus, here's the game that they mentioned. Laminates the Flame Princess Adventures, Blood and the Chocolate. Apparently this is racist too. We may have to look at that one.
Yeah, we can hold that up. Let's get through this one because we're almost at 11.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it won't be this stream.
That's the opening. That's what they start with, and it gets so much worse. If you're wondering
okay. To be fair, this is what you would want a racist TTRPG to look like. Just to be right out in the open. You don't want to get like deep into the lore and the game mechanics of a game and then suddenly realize that it's all racist.
But like it would at least be high quality, and like you can actually get into the psyche here of a person and their imagination. This just proves to me whoever made this has no imagination.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just straight. And I can't wait to hear of the mechanics. Like this just can't be very good mechanics.
Wing pipeline ends. It ends right here. It ends with this kind of crap. And it ends with people who actually want to carry this out in the real world. Now, I'm actually going to be circling back to how god-awful this book's beliefs are, but for now, let's talk about the game itself. Because yeah, this is a TTRPG, and the mechanics are horribly underdeveloped. I've seen minimalist TTRPGs before, and I thought that's what I was going to be getting when I saw that this one was only 20 pages long, at least roughly. However, it looks like Kenneth Molyneux just was lazy, not necessarily going for a minimalist design. It seems like this guy looked at one game of Dungeons & Dragons and just copied the stats right into his book. You see a lot of the familiar stuff that you'll see from a game of D&D or many other mainstream TTRPGs. You have your dex, your intelligence, your wisdom. However, because the rules are so bare bones, a lot of these stats are almost entirely useless. By the way, while we're looking at the stats, I want to show you a direct quote from the book that explains how the stats work. I did not edit this. I am not satirizing. This is direct from the text. The player, Hitler, has a charisma score.
What do you mean?
What do you mean you play Hitler?
Is that really? Is that the race? Is that their species?
I don't know. Hitler has a charisma score of 30. Oh, okay, hold on. An example. The player, Hitler, has a charisma score of 30, while his target, a white racial comrade, has a charisma of 15. The difference is 15, so Hitler must roll a 15 or lower in order to charm the white racial comrade.
I'm screen capping.
Or of 30, while his...
It's too funny.
Oh my god. Therefore charms the man and decides to have him join the party. Oh god.
Target, a white racial comrade,
I shouldn't have read
has
it.
a
I don't know why I
charisma
read
of 15.
But...
The difference is 15, so Hitler must roll a 15 or lower in order to charm the white racial comrade. Hitler rolls a 10.
What do you mean charm?
Hitler therefore charms the man.
Oh my god.
God, I know that right-wingers are like immune to pronouns or whatever, but could you not use he, him for Hitler there? They needed to say his name every dang time, just so you know who we're talking about here. Cringe.
Hitler is a pronoun, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
My pronouns are Hitler.
Oh man.
Besides that, the stats themselves are extremely detrimental to your white warrior because of a specific mechanic in this game. You see, before every combat, you roll for intimidation and heroism. Intimidation basically determines if you're going to have debuffs during the fight. Heroism is what allows you to resist the intimidation of the masses of lesser races. Good lord. The problem is there's a lot of classes.
I'm glad he said it.
That get no bonuses to heroism, and because of that, they are basically pre-programmed to have constant debuffs during fights. And if your heroism is low enough and the enemy intimidation is high enough, then you automatically run away from the battle like a bunch of sissy cowards. Which, you know, now that I think about it, that actually makes sense.
I mean,
yeah, but like, why would you That I like that had to have been a total accident because there's just no way they wrote that in like
Well,
that.
I don't think this guy actually understands how mechanics work.
Thought
Like,
about
like he said, he ham-fisted this stuff together and threw it out using whatever D&D terms he could come up with, right? You could have done so much with this. Like we'll wait till he gets to the monsters.
Yeah.
But there's at least nail the mechanics if you're going to be this blatantly racist. That's what I gotta say.
The White Warriors, the self-proclaimed saviors, are pre-programmed to be a bunch of sniveling cowards. You know, maybe this isn't all bad. The only classes that matter are the soldier and the hero because they have this heroism stat. Every other class is going to run away from the fight if they're ever outnumbered by the enemy, which, based on the premise of the book, you should always be outnumbered by the enemy. I mean, you're the minority now, right? But one last thing before we move on from just the stats.
It's not wrong.
It's true.
Yeah.
In this game, I do want to say that they calculate some of the bonuses to your stats with percentage. Like, you get a 5% increase, you get a 10% increase. Look, there is a...
Hold on. How do you have dexterity in for, like, so he's taking percentage games like Warhammer 40K for the fire stats, but he's using D&D's attribute system. So how does the 2 from dexterity apply to the 2% from firearms? Make that make sense. Maybe he will.
Yeah.
You get a 5% increase. You get a 10% increase. Look,
per level.
There is a reason why not a single damn TTRPG, indie or mainstream, I've ever seen does that. It's much easier to just add or subtract numbers rather than calculating a percentage change. And it's especially bad in this game because apparently...
Yeah, that's true. Like even Warhammer 40K, their percentage thing is you... whatever the percentage is, that's what you have to roll under. Generally, most of your stats start around 30 to 50%. So there are things you have a low chance of succeeding, and then things in it can make it different. But so when they say like increase 5%, that goes from 30, it actually, goes from 30 to 35 or 50 to 55. So it's easier for you to roll, but the way this guy is using it, just like you're talking about, like, now you roll a 2.6. Well, what dice are you rolling to get a 2.6? Do you round up or round down? That's pretty awful.
Apparently, it was meant for this guy's fellow white warriors. Now, as we all know, white supremacists are the most useless dregs society has to offer. Do you think they know how to do basic math? Percentage change might actually melt their brains, which, honestly, now that I say it out loud, doesn't sound like all a bad thing. But the reason why I point out the fact that this game uses nonsensical percentage modifiers is because there is only one other person in the history of the TTRPG industry that I personally have ever seen do that. It's not a person in the indie space or the mainstream space, it's somebody on YouTube. The only other person I've seen use percentage change in any sort of TTRPG context is Lily Orchard.
Jesus, I didn't expect that jump scare. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Stats out of the way, let's talk about combat. Combat, naturally, revolves around guns, which there are only 3 of. You have pistols, assault rifles, and shotguns. That's it.
I mean, at least if you're making a racial war game, you should, like... These guys are supposed to be, considered rednecks a lot of times. They should know their guns frontwards and backwards. So that should be a very deep system. But I guess not for this guy. He sounds like a winner.
For a group of people that no doubt spend their time jerking off into the barrel of their local sidearm, I'm surprised they don't have more knowledge on, like...
Whoa. There is nothing wrong with
aggressively
cleaning your weapon, right? This is the American tradition. Don't put it on white supremacists.
God.
Like a couple more gun types. What? Are rocket launchers outside of your database? Oh, what am I kidding? Anyway, look, the point is, these guns have a serious major problem. You see, there's a lot of talk in this game about accuracy bonuses. Remember those percentage changes that we talked about earlier? Yeah, those. We use those to affect our attack rolls or our attack baseline, but the problem is...
Wait, what? Hold on. I thought he was going to talk about those weapons. So I got to see some of these weapons descriptions. Pistols are lightweight and fast, however, they are not particularly powerful. Motherfucker. Get out of here. There's some pistols that'll blow you the fuck away. Break your fucking wrist shooting them. A character is permitted to carry 2 pistols at a time. Also very un-American. I've seen someone wielding 6 pistols in different positions on their body. Guess where? Texas. Pistol's range should be good enough for any battle a white warrior may engage in. But the War Master does have the power to nullify the attack if the enemy is too far away. The War Master is what they call the D&D guy.
Oh my god, this is so this is so freaking Pete has gift coded.
Yeah, I mean, this guy knows nothing about weapons. Assault rifles are rather powerful and have excellent range. Yeah.
Okay.
Only one assault rifle can be used at a time. You don't let people Rambo. That's not very TTRPG of you. Shotguns are very powerful, but only at short range. This is a myth. You can fucking fuck somebody up at range with a shotgun. That's why they use it to hunt birds. They're not right up against the birds. Slug too. Slug will go a good distance.
It's like what they want to mean is spread. It's like how good of the spread. If it's not, it's tight. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Only one shotgun can be used at a time. It's up to the War Master to impose penalties on the shotgun wielder. So arbitrary shit.
Affect our attack rolls or our attack baseline. But the problem is, the game doesn't have an attack roll or an attack baseline. It has the modifiers, and that's it. To put it in layman's D&D terms, it would be like if Wizards of the Coast just gave you your attack bonus and didn't tell you to roll for an attack. Like, just gave you the bonus and that's it. So, essentially, you can't attack in this game. It doesn't work. The game fails at just a baseline level. Not only are these glorious white warriors
broken.
Wow. Yeah, it's like you don't get to roll your rocks with numbers on them. No, that's a dead in the water. People want to roll their rocks. Probably, I mean, this just tells me he's never actually ever played a D&D. He just got or even any TTRPG. He just saw that people play it. He maybe looked up a D&D book. He probably pirated it and then tried to copy that.
He's a tourist.
Yeah, he's a
call
fucking
him a tourist.
tourist.
Posthumously, because I'm gonna pretend he's just
He's
dead.
not just a racist. He's worse. He's a fucking tourist.
he's not. Yeah, honestly. No.
Programmed to run away from their enemies. They also don't know crap about how to use a gun, which... Yeah, that makes sense too. But, of course, we really need to end this segment where we actually talk about the book by talking about the enemies. All of the enemy categories in this game are some variation of a racial slur for some minority that these people hate. I'm not going to show any of that on screen because I can't. I get demonetized. Just know that it's some...
Jeff, just FYI, Smash has a lawyer on to talk with him about speech law and Ofcom. Oh, dear Lord Jesus.
Now?
Like right now?
Well, why not his lawyer?
His lawyer is the one. It's who's apparently going to war with Ofcom over the stuff that's affected the U.S.
Oh.
Yeah, Ron. Oh. Ron is the guy who is...
That's what Damage is mentioning. I know. I thought the way they typed it out, I was like, a different lawyer? Why not Ron?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ron. The irony one, because I don't get how he got hired on by 4chan, but whatever.
Yeah.
So much power.
I don't believe in that man's skill anymore.
Yeah.
Every time.
possible, then
Just
censorship
kind of a
becomes
grifter
impossible.
himself.
Do you wonder if members of Congress are compromised?
No.
What a dumb question.
I mean, maybe, but not by the UK.
Or the World Economic Forum? I mean,
I-
Tim
no,
Tebow had shit.
it's not. That's
I
not my
can't believe you
wheelhouse.
just can't even. Like,
What fucking
attack
kind of question is that? Like, he's trying to push conspiracy theory through this fucking lawyer.
I wanted to ask just in case you got any vibes like that.
So far.
Well, let's try to get this done first, real quick, because we're almost there.
Yeah, we'll finish this up. I'll see. He'll probably turn it into a video, and we'll watch it. Thank you for always keeping me up to date, Damage. I appreciate you.
Some of the most hateful stuff you've ever heard. It's really bad. And the fantasy of these people is to kill minorities en masse through this game. They literally end the book by saying that this was created so that people can experience the fantasy of their holy war and recruit more people to the cause. That's what they want. That was their goal. And obviously, it didn't work. This game didn't.
So he's moving on from the monsters, but I wanted to talk about this a little because I'm a dungeon master.
It's uncomfortable for him, especially.
Yeah, it is incredibly uncomfortable for him, especially. But me being the white boy that I am and the dungeon master that I am, I like to theory craft things that I don't think work to see if I could make them work. Like I did it with the wheelchair idea, and like how could I make a wheelchair work in a D&D campaign for a hero? And there's a lot of ways to do it. So if I'm going to make a racist holy book, first thing I'm going to do, like you can, I guess, be as blatantly racist as this guy's going to be. But when you start to make the enemies, don't use I wouldn't use the slurs necessarily, but I would craft them into monsters. Like there should be art that's caricatures of them and give them, some kind of monster name and use the racist stereotypes of the person, but allude to it instead of just come out and saying it, right?
That ties back into their imagination is piss poor that they couldn't even
they couldn't even come up
funny
with
about it.
They couldn't even create a character with
it's not even funny, but you know what I mean. Not even imaginative enough to make me smirk before I try to punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, exactly. Like make
that kind of thing.
Make the racist book interesting, and I think more people will come to it. I think more people know about ethnic cleansing that have ever even heard of this TTRPG. And
the rage bait sucks. That's what it is.
The rage bait sucks. Be interesting. Be creative. There's so much you could do with it, guys. Now, I don't condone making another racist TTRPG. If you want to bring racism into your games, that's all on you in your own little house, whatever you want to do. But don't try and make another racial war.
Just don't start another racial war.
Yeah, just don't start another racial war.
Didn't get popular, and the cult, well, it suffered a very unfortunate fate as well. There was a copyright battle over the name The Church of the Creator, which they
Let's go. Copyright destroys them.
They lost, needing to rename their entire movement. Their leader, their new leader, mind you, he didn't die, but he did go to prison. Why?
You have to specify. He did not die.
He did not
but
die.
he did go to prison. Why does this happen? These people, man, they're they deserve to be clowned this hard. Because, we have murder, we have suicides, we have just fucking jail, we have copyright, we have renaming things. It's like they can't complete shit show, which, I mean... This is a new tier of shit show is what it is. It's already a shit show, but
yeah, it's like beyond even what you would consider like a horror cow.
I mean, the original concept is fucking Christianity is a Jewish psyop.
Yeah, that's where they started, and they finished at holy racial war and copyright infringement.
My God. Hope every one of them are burning in hell.
Probably.
Dear Matthew Hale go to prison? Well, he went to prison because he tried to solicit an undercover FBI informant into killing a judge.
Oh Oh God.
Oh, that's a bad one. I knew
So
it. I knew the FBI was playing here.
Oh God,
It's fine.
that's a listen. If you
Murder. It's always murder.
always-
There's gonna. God.
he was already going to jail, so he tried to kill the judge. Oh, or maybe it was for one of his friends. Who knows? I don't know the context of it, but that's still fucking batshit insane.
I bet you anyone alive still in that group
Oh.
is probably hardcore on a list.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just
Actually, I'm scared they might not be considering this happening.
well, no, I guarantee the FBI has followed each of these
No.
people as they moved on to other things. Like it just seems like
Definitely.
they.
No,
Yeah.
there's nobody in Cat Patel's orbit is smart, but the rest of them that are working, the actual blue collar FBI people.
Yeah.
Like they did shut off that one
Yeah.
bomb plan that someone was gonna do recently, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot more get caught now than you realize because of
Hear
the way
about either,
surveillance
yeah.
is. Yeah, in the United States, like Chibi Reviews getting the bomb threat. I don't think anyone would have heard about that if Chibi didn't say something about it, right? That's probably not an uncommon thing, but I'm doubt
sure he gets one every day.
Yeah, right. Jesus. Yeah, maybe. He's kind of backed off talking about him, hasn't he? Or does he still? He blocked me, so
I haven't
can't
seen
see
him in
it.
a long time.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, there's probably tons of people that actually try to send bombs through the mail, and it's just caught like almost instantly because of the way our mail system is.
Yeah.
You don't hear about people getting packages or
Every single
letters.
time.
Yeah, with white powder in them anymore. Anthrax and all that. Anyway.
Kind of illegal, man. Can't do that.
Kind of
Their
illegal.
church was falling apart.
Wait, you're telling me it's illegal to try and have a judge killed?
Hey, go. Just
Art.
laughing.
This game is an obscure thing, so we go back to that question. Why talk about this at all? Because it didn't work here. It does work in other places, though.
Oh no!
I'm interested in seeing what they've got because I'll dig deeper into some of these games. But sure, there's racism in different things. I like to go look at these things because they're funny to see how bad it is. Right? It's also like I have a strange interest in.
It's informative. So
true, it is informative about the game. So if you call them out, call them out. But I have a strange addiction to finding the weird and obscure shit we were doing. There's a video I still have in my box for something to watch when nothing's really going on about the different fucked up games that have existed over the time. It's like an hour-long video, but I could do it in pieces. So
that one shooter game's probably in that list, huh?
Ethnic Cleansing,
the mass shooter. No, they're
yeah. The mass shooter one's in there. That
one was 2010-ish. I remember seeing it on G4.
Yeah.
It was all black and white. And it was just all about being a shooter who does it.
It has fucked up games all the way back to the 80s. So there's a game in the 80s it was a number. It was like 34. So I don't remember what it was called. But the whole game is you naked chasing a woman. And when you catch her, it's basically a side scroller where you're jumping over stuff. When you catch her, you have a timed event to please her before the cops show up. If you don't, you go to jail. If you do, she marries you.
The fuck?
It's a fucked up game. I think we've looked at it on stream before. You may not have been there for it, but there's.
I feel like I remember what it is.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're all over the place, and I just like digging stuff like that up. But maybe this one will bring us some new things to look at.
Okay, why talk about this? Well, for starters, I want to truly inform people about the Church of Creativity. I think it's all fine and dandy to make hobby drama posts or videos about racial holy war. I did that here too, all right? It's fun to make fun of this stuff, but I also think we need to acknowledge and be aware of the fact that these were real white supremacists who committed very real crimes. Guys, they killed people. Members of this organization went out and tried to carry out their war in real life.
So I get what he's going for here, right? He's doing the.
It's a warning because these people
Yeah.
did kill people.
Yeah, and it's like
all their stuff.
would it have mattered if the group didn't kill people and made racial wars? I mean, it makes it worse, but it's still an incredibly racist game, right?
Yeah.
To me, you're trying to make the game sound worse because of the horrible things they did, and the organization is horrible, but the game standing on its own is a racist game that you can just mock and do it that way. Like you can mock it, and even in mocking it, you're bringing awareness to it. And I don't know that you have to be this preachy about it. There's groups all over the United States that are white supremacist groups that kill people and try and push the narrative, right? This isn't something new.
I guess it's just trying to solidify, like, it can be dangerous text, but you can't, and I guess as long as they say, and it's not like it's unaccessible.
Yeah, right. You can find it anywhere. And my thing with like a lot of this, especially when they talk about like the right pipeline, the far right pipeline and stuff like this, most of the people that go down, quote unquote, those pipelines already had the proclivity to go down it. They're not changing people's
It's like
minds.
they're children though, because
right, but
I had my stint in 2016, which barely people know about. I used to be like a big Trumper way back in the day, because I wanted to be like, I don't know, I wanted things to be different, and I think that's like what the cell was.
Yeah, it very much was.
And you just realize how
I
much
mean,
of an asshole you are. It's like you realize, you become self-aware that you're kind of being an asshole, and then it's like, I guess that's how you get out of it. I think some of these people legit just don't have that. And that's kind of like what we see. We see with gamer gators in general, is they don't want to be self-aware, and maybe like they don't understand they're undermining themselves a lot.
Right. Well, they don't take, they don't look upon
criticisms
themselves and stuff
correctly
like that.
as a way to be better.
Right.
You know?
Well,
There's nothing wrong with trying to be better.
True. Well, a lot of people just want to confirm their own bias, and it's really easy to confirm your own bias when you only look at the things that are there, right?
That's a human trait for sure.
I voted for Trump the first time, and things he did during that administration made me turn away. That's just kind of the way it went. But this, like, I understand what people say about the children, but a lot of these kids and stuff like that are going down these pipelines, there's not like it's a conspiracy theory kind of thing. Like they're either already in a family that's incredibly racist, or something about their mental health and anger puts them in some of these spaces. And just like, gangs from before, where people get out of gangs later, you become an adult and you start to realize that the world is not like that, or you don't take any retrospective in. I don't know that there's more people falling into this super racist pipeline than there was before.
I don't think so. At least I like to imagine that people are. I think it's been branded to be tasteful in ways is why, but although at the same time, like you're right, the internet's the internet. It's big, but it's never a full reality or picture of reality.
True. Well,
I think people just are being heard or hearing or things IRL and don't know about them. Like, it's like Elon's a good example of a person who's kind of a different character presented in real life versus people online who don't see how he acts online.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the gist
He's
of
a
it.
tech
And also,
guru. He's an autism symbol. He's Tony Stark. But I don't think you'll ever realize that how much of a fraud he truly is unless you steep yourself in Twitter.
Yeah, well, it's not even steeping yourself in Twitter. If you go look at his history and the writings of it, it paints a different picture of Elon Musk. But I think with there was a thing you mentioned right there, like about it becoming, I guess, normalized, or the thing was, what I think happened is we went through a generation of very edgy humor, right? Like probably a couple
I've
generations.
Talked about that a lot,
yeah, and now it's become to the point that what was just edgy humor that people did, like the iDubbbz days, being edgy humor has turned into people thinking that racism is popular, like on both sides, where the people who truly are racist will say the things and be like, oh, I can say that online, it's funny. I was like, well, no, you're not telling a joke, right? When
there's very few places where any of the stuff we see would actually fly in public.
Exactly. And most of these people are getting on the internet to blow off some steam from their normal lives.
Yeah.
So
that's what I talked to Yorch about, because I kind of felt bad for him with the face stuff. I felt bad, but like, even like I told him, it's like I apologized only if I was ever too abrasive to him a while ago, because I was like, I'm kind of trying to lean away from arguing and fighting with people more on Twitter. Like, I might, if it's something related to you, sure, I'll be like there. But
I appreciate it.
Sure. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know. You haven't done anything nothing that I would say like is appalling. But at the same time, it's like you're you. That's a private conversation, if ever.
Yeah.
But no, with Yorch, it's like he knows it, and I definitely know it's a bit, because it's now there's some wrongs there that I don't agree with, like this trans stuff. I'll always be against that. The hatred of that stuff. But I try to work and at least change what I think can work a little at a time. I'm pretty sure I'm responsible for getting him off of Silent Hill F.
Oh yeah.
I talked to him once and he stopped. Because I was trying to give him like a proper, like, this is not like a soy feminist game. This is written by a guy in the 80s and 90s who was a social worker who had to see the horrors of what children went through.
Yeah.
And that's what that game's majorly about.
I think a lot of times when Yorch and the others text about something or tweet about something, they don't actually understand any of the context of what it is. Sometimes I can say like, yeah, that game is woke, or that game is just slop.
It happens.
Things like that. It happens, but they need to like get context and pick their targets, I guess, if you want to be
They need
an
to stop
anti-woker.
trying to go nuclear on the subject. Like, I don't like the idea that they preach about censorship too much, but then they're so quick to be very, very rapidly cheerful for mass deletion of something. I'm over here saying Pirate being happy that like we're gonna see like that there's quote unquote going to be less like LGBT content and everything in general.
Yeah.
And what they're saying there needs to be 0, and I'm like, that's just wrong.
That's just censorship.
That's it. I get it's like you saw the miner thing, right? The coal miner thing, right?
Yeah.
They're joking about that. I didn't realize that's a real story from South America.
Oh, really?
It's based off a real person, like.
Okay.
And I'm just so it's not like they're creatively bankrupt. They're just trying to make up stories. It's just a biopic, and it's somebody probably went through Netflix as a publisher. They did their own money to tell a story, and that's it. It is super harmless.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like they should just leave that alone. There's no reason to go after it. The best joke I saw out of it is who grows up wanting to be a coal miner. And I thought, and really, it's kind of easy actually if you think about it. If the family is right, your father.
Yeah. Well, I have no problem.
Sounds like they wanted to just follow a parent, and that's about it.
Yeah, I have no problem with mocking just about anything. The problem is it's never just like mocking that this is silly. Like you said, they'll be like, this doesn't deserve to exist.
They're very absolutionists.
Yeah. Where
that gets a little too frisky with certain subjects.
Yeah. Let's finish.
Yeah.
Let's finish this video. No, you're good. We get off on tangents.
Yeah.
They had victims, that had families, and that is not something that I think should be ignored in this conversation. Yes, this game is utterly absurd and easy to mock, but their beliefs affected people and ruined a lot of lives. But beyond that, I also want to point out
another thing you could also say about
it's treated like apocrypha.
Apocrypha?
It's like, yeah, it's like text that is absurdly and kind of like very out there, and it's only there to really look at versus don't ever truly like lean into it,
Yeah, I could say that.
It's a science subject. Or
well, here's the thing,
education.
if you attach this to any white supremacist group in the United States, so you took it from one group and someone else made the game, it's going to be the same thing, right? The white supremacist groups tend to be very violent, so it wouldn't change who it is. I have no problem with him talking about what they did. I think that's a very interesting story on how they grew up, but it's almost like he's overplaying it, like this is some thing that is going to build up. And even when I hear about people on X and other stuff like that, I bet you the vast majority of, oh no, probably not the vast majority of them. There are definitely racists online that are big and loud, but there are also some people that I think just say it to get an emotion out of somebody. That they wouldn't be for that in real life. I mean, you shouldn't do that, right? I'm guilty of saying slurs.
I truly think it's just for him. It's like
he has an emotional connection.
A murderer wrote this, so it's always kind of weird.
Yeah. It's like reading a TTRPG by Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of my thing is like no matter who
section.
you handed the food.
No.
A cookbook by Ted Bundy.
That'd be actually hilarious.
Yeah, that's good content.
Thing, all right.
So, but I think he's overplaying it a little bit too much here.
Now that these guys did lose, I mean, a lot of their members ended up in jail or dead. Their movement is now just an obscure footnote. Hell, not even a footnote that dropped out of the book and then was left under the table. They don't matter. But their beliefs, the things they wanted, they carry on. This isn't over. White supremacist movement.
Yeah.
It's like those true crime docs that always do that at the end anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's like moral frogging, is that what it'd be called, or just virtue signaling?
A little bit.
Yeah, because it's a terrible subject. Like, I don't disagree with anything he says.
I would imagine he believes what he's saying, at least.
Oh yeah.
But it's definitely like, I bet you it's a very writer's thing to do, I feel.
Yeah. Well, I think when you're
writing,
it's
a trope. It's kind of like a trope.
Yeah, it is kind of like a trope. I will say that. Like, you could. It just seems like a little much. Like, hey, these people were horrible. He's already shown us how horrible they are, right? And now he's just reiterating how horrible they are, and they made this game. And I think he's about to tell us how the next group could win. But historically, that hasn't been the case. I mean, could it eventually? Sure, but how?
I mean, we're seeing it collapse again in real time. So
yeah, I mean, it's the same story over and over again. The vast majority of people do not believe in white supremacy. The vast majority of white people do not believe in white supremacy. They go to work with their neighbors who are minorities, and they have
they laugh, they have food.
Yeah, they have fun. This is just something that it'll never fully die. There's always going to be people who are angry at the world, and they'll use something to focus on, right? So
agreed on that.
Mm-hmm.
Movements like this are seen across America and across the world, not just white supremacist movements, but far-right movements that mirror very similar beliefs. They are becoming more and more normalized and more common.
Disagree. They are becoming more showcased. I don't believe it's becoming more normalized. You're just seeing more.
Social media has poisoned our perception of that, probably.
Yeah, that's what
especially when it's only just Twitter.
Right. Well, we went from having a news channel that could only report on so much news to literally every second of every day stuff's getting reported on. And what are people going to focus on? The worst. So people on Twitter can get on, or YouTube or anything can get on and say some of the dumbest shit in the world. We can see these movements, and there's like a thing that journalists and other people will do to make something look bigger, like that shot of those Asians or those protesters. Sometimes, and not always, but a lot of times, they're very small, but the way the picture is taken is to make it look like there's a sea of people, when really there's only about like 30 people on each side. So Is it
You know what would help
normalized?
with this?
What's that?
It is, which is something I've been practicing too, is trying to realize how big the world is
Yeah, it's a
and how many
huge
people
place.
there are. We have like 8 billion people.
Yeah.
Like they could be 1,000 creeps standing in a street, and that's less than 1%. That's close to a 0%.
Right. It's is this becoming a huge problem? I can't say yes or no to that answer. In areas it might
No.
be, and on the news it might
If they
be.
get in the government,
yeah, that's a different
they could
story.
be a little annoying.
That's-
I feel like that's where we're suffering right now. Is so I saw a few of them slipped in,
Mhm.
but like like how they can't write these damn novels. They're pretty bad at their job too.
Yeah, they have no real context. The only thing is hate, and that only takes you so far.
Yeah, that's why I think they're gonna get mauled next year in the midterms.
Probably,
'Cause,
absolutely.
I mean, they saw MTG too. Like I have never seen someone like her just quit.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing like just a complete takeover. I don't want to get into politics too much about it, but it's completely insane what's been happening, right?
Yeah, he's gassing it up a little, and it's probably for
that's
just
true.
stupid,
Well,
yeah.
he says a lot of things on Twitter that he never does, and it's to push his name and the hate even further. So there's been things that he's said he's going to do or laws that he's going to enact that he doesn't even bring up again. But it is what it is. Let's
because
talk
of
about
games like
actually
racial
finished the video.
Yeah.
holy war. But it starts with lighter stuff. Remember last video, Oriental Pearl? We talked about a YouTuber who lives in Japan who made videos commenting on the trash, the homelessness, the degradation of Japanese society. And I commented on how that sort of unresearched narrative, where little context is provided, can be used by political agitators, specifically far-right movements who want to exploit this kind of content for their own gain. This is how it starts.
He's too woke for me. He's too left for me. Yes, the far right does this, and we've seen the YouTubers that say they go to dangerous places or that they talk about dangerous subjects who will twist the narrative around, like the guy who was talking about the Haitians eating cats and stuff like that. Like
that thing.
that stuff is everywhere, and it's not just on the right. I hate to tell you, it's the left is doing just as much. We're in a horrible state for our government, and we're in a horrible state for the truth. It's been that way for a long time now, but it's gotten to like just a point where you can't believe anything that you see.
That's why I tell anybody trying to do whatabouts is like, just be the person to break that.
Yeah.
Don't continue that forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
do a little research, see what you can find. A lot of times there is some good information. It's just hard to sift through the shit.
Yeah.
Pearl actually made a response video to all of the controversy, claiming that she's not a far-right channel, and sure, yeah, I'll believe her, but the problem is that, like I said earlier, the pipeline starts with that kind of light stuff. Yes, Pearl herself is not a far-right channel, but her content and the lack of context in that content is used to start people down that path, the path that inevitably leads to stuff like the creativity movement.
Okay, so I'd have to watch this Pearl's content. I remember seeing something about it where she's just like taking bad images, and you shouldn't like build that kind of hate, but this idea that I have to be incredibly careful of the things that I say or the channels that I make because the right might use it to build a narrative, then no one should make content ever, because everyone will use it as a narrative, right? Call out the people who are being
too cautious.
Yeah, instead of calling it to a political view, like she's not far right but she's leading into far right, just call her out for the lies. Show, Japanese, I'm sure tons of Japanese YouTubers
Oh yeah, they'll come out.
Yeah, came out of they'll come out of the woodworks and show the truth behind it, right? Or at least their version, their perception of it, where it's not like that. But just automatically throwing in it's politics, what you're doing is going down the right pipeline to give them ammo. I mean, everything can do that, right? Even the woke person that makes a video about trans people. I think of Nare. Is that Nare is how you pronounce her name? Where she's going to say something and they're the right political YouTubers and stuff like that, and people are going to use it against her, the anti-wokes. So you literally can't make any content without someone using it against you if they want to.
Yeah.
And racial holy war. It starts with you looking at an overseas society with not a lot of context, thinking to yourself, wow, immigrants are coming into that society and spreading graffiti everywhere and making it a whole lot worse. I mean, they're also doing that right here. They're stealing people's jobs. They're destroying our society. That's horrible. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying the facts. And then you start looking at stuff like maybe media analysis or film reviews. Seeing a reviewer who's dogging
Jesus Christ
on minority direct.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do hate people on YouTube who are all these like review accounts.
Yeah, I do too. Criticism, like I've gotten to the point that like anything that's
That
a
dude
review
has kind of ruined the entire respect. Honestly, I think Critical Drinker truly has ruined respect for that sort of scene.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even in the gaming reviews, like even from the good guys, it's hard to like. There's just no believing any of them. They're either too much of a shill or they dog on the game, and it's
they
like,
are losing out now, but they have done so much damage though through the years.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's like, what can you do?
Yeah,
I just
Well,
wish YouTube was so much more fair.
Well,
Like,
you see this thing
without
where
those stuff.
he's built this idea of like, oh, there's immigration problems in our world. Oh, immigration's in there. So now I'm going to watch this YouTuber. And now he's trying to describe the pipeline. But like I said, that's just not, I think, the actual picture of what's happening to a lot of these people. Like even when you talk about, we get a little political here, like immigration and stuff like that. There are genuine problems that have been created around the immigration, where like the Haitian thing, where they dropped 30,000 Haitians into a town that wasn't much bigger than that. That changes the entire economy of the town. Groups will, if you don't speak, like integration, I think is one of the most important parts of immigration. If you don't integrate people in, then they build communities away from everybody else, which builds tensions between those communities and causes problems. So there's genuine, most people don't realize it. They just start to, hate because most people can't think much farther, but there are genuine problems that could be addressed. It's not.
And there's some really awesome solutions, I feel like, that people in power just aren't thinking. Like I said, every single immigration thing should have courses and teachers hired to do English courses for everyone.
Yeah, I agree.
The process,
Yeah,
or if anything, if you're gonna round up people in camps, start filtering who wants to learn English.
That's not a bad idea too. Like it's the problem is
give them a year's worth of stuff to do. If they want to stay, put them through courses, put them through classes. Whoever passes gets to stay. Just make sure they're at least living comfortably, at least enough, because it gets a little funky if they're living in a cell basically for a year.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's like
decent.
I mean, this problem's not going away because no one wants it to go away. It's immigration has always been a hot topic. Everyone's always going to fix it, but yeah. He's just describing
like how I mentioned,
something.
make Mexico amazing.
Yeah.
Send all their billions we send everywhere else to Mexico.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally, like just that's a huge country, and they're trying really hard. But they currently, it's going to take them 5 years to really do their infrastructure plans. It's like we could easily just help that. I don't know why we don't.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I'm dumb when it comes to politics. But what I'll say about this kid is like, I like him. He does there are a lot of things, but he's describing something that he doesn't know. He's just regurgitating information that he hears online. He's not really.
He's letting passion take over.
Yes.
You can kind of tell.
Yeah.
When passion's taking over.
Yeah. You don't have to do all this. The game's racist. These groups are racist. People know. You're kind of repeating. You're kicking the dead horse.
Directors or film.
Now I say that with Critical up. I don't know if Critical is racist. I don't believe he is. I believe he's I don't know. Grifter. I haven't seen anything that just flat out says he's racist.
Mainly just the people around him. I mean, because I know RJ Kennel is absolutely racist.
Yeah, I've heard he's gone on like a white supremacists podcast or something like that before. So maybe
he's also what was it? He got really weird about like Gordon in some variations and Batman being black. Like really extra for no reason. I'm just like, not just criticism. It's just I gotta find it. You should continue playing it.
We'll continue playing this. That'll be something we can look at.
Film actors a little bit too much, claiming that these people don't deserve to be in their position. They're just there for diversity points. And I mean, diversity, they're just trying to push out white people from the conversation. They're trying to censor us, really. Like when we make these claims about them, I'm not being racist. I'm trying to promote real diversity, trying to bring white voices back in the conversation because we're being attacked. And then after that, you start realizing that we're not just being attacked in the film world. We're being attacked in real life. Start listening to Daily Wire hosts talking about black on white crime and how white people are being eradicated across the country, that this is an epidemic that needs to be stopped. I mean, I'm not being racist. I just want to defend myself. This is an existential threat. Do you see how it gets worse?
It's not, yeah. This is just fear mongering, but it's like no one.
It also sounds like he's pissed off that these people they are all failing now. They did benefit for like the last decade, so I think he's just more like definitely pissed off of that.
But like, how many?
It took this long for people to.
How big? What was the name of the church?
Yeah, he's tying things.
No. Like,
you can
what
probably
was
skip this around if you want.
Yeah. What was the name of the church? The
Church of Imagination at first. Then it was the Creator.
Let me do
Oh, and Ryan got into like hot shit because he had a criticism for what was the movie? Whatever. He said the words "too many good black people" were in this movie, which is such a
that's just such a dumb thing to say.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
There's too many good black people. They're morally good too, not like acting or anything. Just there's too many morally good black people was his criticism.
Okay. It was.
He goes on Breitbart too.
Anti-Christian Church of
the Creator. To be honest, that dude
Creator.
looks like the most white trash dude in the universe. So
yeah. Do they have belief in membership? I'm trying to see how big they actually were.
Oh, that's funny. He has a live stream. Actually, this might be a video. I'm gonna put it in your. It's a guy going through all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and doing a little shill while I'm looking this up. If you like the stream, if you haven't already, as we finish up this video and finish up the stream, helps me out immensely. If you like what we're talking about, or you like talking about random subjects, playing games, we don't talk about the anti-woke much anymore because it's kind of dying out. Then subscribe and we can hear more of it. 42 months in prison. Like I don't see a number here.
Oh, this is over the Batman movie. The newest one. Which is excellent if you haven't seen it. The thing is actually crazy good.
Yeah.
No, he was mad that it's really funny that he considers Catwoman in that movie not white. I think she's like Latina, but she's like a very fair-skinned Latina. But you don't even know really if she's that. Wait, Wasn't like Angelina Jolie one time her?
Then individuals can recognize themselves as a member in their actions and beliefs.
Yeah.
Therefore, the exact number of members is not quantifiable. It is based on an individual recognition and participation within the church. But how, like, there had to be some number. It feels like
Halle
this.
Berry was Catwoman. Oh, sorry, I'm on a separate freaking.
That's a good one.
process.
We're on two different wavelengths now. As I'm researching this church, it doesn't really say how many they had, but I will say that like they do lump it in with neo racism and things like that on the wiki. And there are tons of criminal and indictments. So 8 2003 supreme white supremacist arrests in Chicago were tied to them. So I mean, a lot of these
They're
groups
still around, or
not that I'm seeing. The foundation registered the name in 1982.
One thing that's nice about post 2000s America is the less of these cults.
Yeah. Well, now everyone's getting addicted to these online cults of like harassment and doxing and all that other stuff. It doesn't really say anything about like the movement. Everything's like in the early 2000s. According to a South Poverty Law Center report, 2025, the Creative Alliance had groups in Georgia, Pennsylvania, California, and all of that. I guess they changed their name again. Arrested a Church of Creativity in Georgia. Why is gazing labeled Chris? What? Oh, you are labeled Chris.
That's my real name. So.
Uh-oh, doxed.
You know, that's not even spelled correctly. That's my real name.
So you
know how common that name is? I actually really don't care where people know where I live anyway. Not maybe the exact location, but you know what I mean. The state.
Yeah. So it seems like a lot of it, nothing really after 2015 that I see, but it's kind of like they spread out into other, supremacist movements. And a lot of like them not giving the amount or number is probably because people who were arrested claimed they were part of them. So how big was the organization? A lot of times like an individual organization is not that big within the community. It's easier now that online is a thing. So let's finish it out. We're almost done.
From stuff like Oriental Pearl onto stuff like Racial Holy War. How somebody can go from a normal person with relatively normal beliefs to eventually looking at something like this god-awful excuse for a book and thinking to themselves, yeah, that makes sense. We need to fight this.
But it failed. It failed horrendously. It didn't get any traction whatsoever. So, where's this right-wing audience that was looking for it? And I'm sure he's going to bring up other stuff that may be racist. Some of this stuff I want to look at and see how racist I really think it is, and just show the racist that I am. But
no. Say that.
Yeah, I know. It's
you don't have to be racist. You can just be edgy.
That's I don't mind that. I don't think I'm all that edgy, but he's just a normal guy. The guy who wrote this book was never a normal guy, right? He had these, whether it was from his family or from his friend group or whatever it is that got him on this message. He was never a normal guy. He probably always had some kind of hate. Hustler, bitch. What the fuck are you putting in?
I didn't realize this guy's name actually. But it's gotta be like
A demon monolith just appeared in California desert smoking. Oh no! Oh no! We may be done with his video. I'll skip through, but this is.
Yeah, it's pretty much the end.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite thing is the account. We're talking about these accounts. Is I seek the truth and share it.
Yeah. God, is
I
that what he
hate
does?
these people, man.
I seek the truth and share it. Hustle, bitch. A demon monolith just appeared in California desert, smoking, covered in human faces. They're demon faces, and nobody knows who put it there. The entire internet knows who put it there. Drivers.
What a name!
Drivers on Highway 62 pulled over because they saw smoke drifting off of the towering black structure covered in screaming faces, twisted bodies, serpents, ribs, claws, and a giant eye in the center, dripping molten red. What? One guy filmed
There's like
it
a
up
special
close.
effect that gives it that look.
Is that what it is? One guy filmed it up close and confirmed what everyone was thinking. It's not a hoax. It's not AI.
Whoa.
It's real. It wasn't here yesterday.
And the normies found it.
The normies found it. What he's talking about is they actually put it in the desert, but I'm pretty sure the guy that went there, is a gamer. That's the part that no one can figure out. No one. No one claimed it. Jeff? Did Jeff claim it?
He's claimed it. Yeah.
No permit? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a permit for it. Or whoever made it, because we don't know who the artist is or who made it yet, because that's the whole point, right?
It's game related. It was claimed. That's all.
Yeah, no crew. Why would there be construction footage in the middle of the fucking desert? No tire tracks, dude. Nothing. Oh my god. A 20-foot demon monument covered in hundreds of sculptured human corpses. Oh, it's just a repeat now. A ritual site someone wasn't supposed to find. You know what? If I'm doing my demon sacrifices, I love to do it close to a road. That's just like the perfect. It's hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
A real life door. Oh, the normies found it. Oh, I see. Yeah, the effects that it's smoking. It's actually probably like some kind of mist generator or something like that.
Yeah, and there's like a light with it.
Yeah, with a light with it. That's fucking hilarious. It's just, I love the internet. Whoops.
Imagine just not being online and then coming up on this though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I get it, especially if you're like a hardcore Christian, deep in it, and you just come upon this
driving the church.
Be honest, does this look like art to you? Well, yeah. Or does it look like something we weren't supposed
and that's
to find?
holy racial war.
Yeah. Hold on.
Tell me some of the wild stuff, and they were telling me the truth.
If you look, there's liquid dripping off the end, so that burns paper, whatever they've got in there. So
those clouds in the background's really cool.
All right, really, this is AI. This ain't it.
All right. Yep. So that was Racial Holy War, the newest and latest hit in the white supremacist community. I'm going to look into some of the other games he's mentioned on here, like that Blood one. We'll see if that is good content or if I can find a good video. I don't want to constantly watch his on it. I'd like to get other perspectives too. Like this guy, I was going to watch all of these and figure out if they'd be interesting and see if he did Cam's Sandwich and see if he did, some interesting videos on it. But that one's like an hour long and it goes through a short snippet on all of them. I'd rather have something more detailed that we can get into the weeds with. But good video overall. I mean, going through the history of it and stuff like that. A little soy at the end for my tastes, for my right wing pipeline. I'm not even right wing. I'm not center right, I guess. An enlightened centrist. Thank you, Grizzle, for coming on. I appreciate it always when we have our rants. The 11th, it's Sunday, right? Sunday the 11th. I will
Is
be
it
doing.
Sunday?
I think it is Sunday.
No, it's Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. I have no idea. I have no concept of time. My ADHD is too strong. Thursday, I will be doing a watch party for the Game Awards. And I forgot. I gotta find Gay Vipers Awards. It's out, right? It came out on the 7th. And maybe we'll watch that before we watch the real Game Awards. So thank you for coming by. If you're before you head out, like the stream, give me that subscribe button, all the YouTuber things, and I will see y'all on Wednesday for whatever else we could find. And before I finally go, if you have anything you want me to watch, just like Grizzle did earlier, go into the Discord. It's linked down below. There's an area called Feed the Pig. You can put anything in there. I'll take a look at it. If it pops my interest or gets me hyper-focused, we'll watch it on stream together and talk. Well, we'll watch it and talk about it on stream, and you can get in the comments and argue with me. But anyway, again, thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful day.